Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Amateur Hour Sports. We are back today for another Raptors game early on in the day. It is the afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Raptors scheduled to get started in just under 30 minutes here. For the international viewers here out in Europe, big day for you guys. You're watching this game at a regular time. If you're in the UK, 8 p.m. Nice timing over there. Belgium, I don't know if it's 8 or 9 p.m., whatever it is. Great for the European fans and great for the North American fans because you know what? You just get the game done in the afternoon. You get to enjoy the rest of your night. Do whatever you want to do with your night. And I think that's I think that's nice. I like, enjoying my nights, my evenings. I can get a workout in, so all will be good. Hope everybody has had a great weekend so far. It is the final week of the NFL regular season as well, which I am also enjoying myself here. I don't know if anybody else is an NFL fan, but excited, obviously, for this Raptors game to get going. We'll see what it kind of turns into here. Once again, the Raptors are favorites. Once again, favored against Milwaukee. I forget if they were favored against the Pacers. They were either slightly favored or slight underdogs, like 1 point. They were favored against the Knicks, and they are favored against the Portland Trail Blazers. So despite, our negative thoughts on this team, the betting market, which is important towards like predicting percentages of win probability and all that, there's still a lot of respect for this Raptors team. There's still a lot of belief that this is a good team that is just not figuring it out. I probably would differ from those opinions, but the smartest people in predicting sports still have a lot of faith in this team. It also could be the Blazers aren't the best, the Knicks aren't the best, the Milwaukee Bucks obviously had their injuries, but the Raptors continue to be favorites, and they continue to lose games. So we'll see what we get out of today. Once again, I'm in the position right now as a fan where winning is fun. I'm watching my team play, my favorite team play. They're trying their best to win, evidently, with the way they try to come back in the fourth quarters, albeit too late in the game typically. I enjoy seeing these guys win. That being said, if we lose, then I understand the percentage implications on receiving the number 1 or a top 2, top 4 pick in the upcoming NBA entry draft. So we'll see how all of it plays out for the Raptors in this game. Regardless, the main thing that we want to do on these streams, we just want to have a good time. We want to talk ball, talk Raptors, hang out. Hopefully, I can entertain you guys a little bit on the way. If you guys have not liked the stream, please do so, as Sharp and McQuail, who's joining us, has requested. If you are enjoying the stream, remember to drop that like along the way to help this get on some more recommended pages. Afternoon streams, some of these streams have popped off. Some of them are just like normal. But regardless, whatever it is, I always have fun hanging out with you guys. Let's hope to have some fun today. And let's hope to have some fun with the people in chat right now. Jay Conda joined nice and early. For the direction-wise, front office, like trades take time. I'm sure they're working on things. Apparently, they were in the mix for Kelly Oubre before he got injured. That was a weird one. Kelly Oubre is definitely a win now type of player. We'll see what sort of direction the front office is going to choose with this team. Further down, we have Quinton Monins, an international viewer who's watching at a decent time today. Welcome back to an Amateur Hour Army veteran there. Adam Scanlon, moderator, joining us. Another vet. Easy win today. We'll see, Adam. Akalan, sorry if I said that incorrectly. What's going on? Connor W., another vet joining. Thank you so much. Jeremy, thank you for joining again. Loco is here. Robert Matei, thank you everybody for coming in. Danu as well. Dahanu, sorry if I mispronounced that. Just want everybody to play well. If you're going to get, if you are in the mindset that losses are better than wins at this point, you would at least would like to see in the losses good performances, especially from younger players. You want to see good performances from the younger players, and you want to see development. If you are tanking, whatever it's going to be, development is going to be the key thing for this team. You want to see Scotty Barnes thriving. You want to see him getting touches. Haven't really seen that enough. We saw it in the fourth quarter, definitely, and in overtime against the Bucks. Can we get that a little bit more consistent? Let's see. I mean, you can naturally see some inconsistencies with younger guys, but would really like to see some more consistency there. Maybe a bit more of the offense just being directed through him from a coaching standpoint. Because I don't think this is as much of a problem, but I'd like to see the coaches kind of banking on Scottie Barnes and encouraging him that little bit more to provide the offense that we really need, this team really needs. And just for his sake, if we're focusing on development, there's no guy you want more to develop than Scottie Barnes. He's not ready to take the reins of this team just yet, but you're definitely hoping to get there someday with the player and the potential that he has. ET Galaxy, what's up? Love your input on beautiful throwback. Hey, love that you're enjoying the content. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the kind words. Means a lot there. Regardless, yeah, again, last few games, we've seen some good numbers from Fred, great numbers from Gary Trent. Barnes, on and off, had a good boxer against Milwaukee despite the inconsistencies. Siakam, the guy I kind of put in the thumbnail, the guy I put in the title here, he's somebody who has struggled the last couple of games. Now, pretty much everybody was struggling against the Bucks. In the end, it was some solid stats for specific players. He was a guy that, wow, if Siakam was hitting some shots 2 days ago, maybe the Raptors beat the New York Knicks. That was a strange one. 2 straight games of inefficiency from Siakam. He's still finding ways to put points up on the board. But what's really going on right now, well, part of it could be it's back-to-back games with a really good rim protector, more so in the Bucks game where, obviously, Brook Lopez is there, Giannis on the help defense. And then you go to the Knicks game where Mitchell Robinson is there. Now, Siakam scored 52 on that defense. But the jumper hasn't quite been falling for Siakam in the last couple of games. And without the jumper, obviously he's more reliant getting to the rim, which is where those rim protectors are. You're playing against the Blazers today. Nurkic, he's not that good of a defender. It was an opportunity to have Siakam feast in this game, and that is definitely what I want to see from him, and I want to see a lot better from him for sure today. Against this Blazers team who they've made some trades that they haven't gone all out on this win now with this core, but they're definitely a team that is in the winning stage. They want to continue to win games. They're 500 on the season. They're going to see this as a big opportunity to get another win here. There has been consistent talks of, could the Raptors and the Blazers sync up for a trade before the deadline? We'll see. Maybe the two front offices can have some conversations if the Blazers staff made the trip down to, technically Portland is more northern than Toronto. Wherever. Maybe they made the trip to Toronto. That's what I'm trying to say over there. Brian, what's going on? Big fan of the channel. Big fan of you for hanging out. Appreciate that. Brian Mugg, an amateur Army vet. What's going on? Win today plus 3-0 record against the Hornets Hawks next week. Keep the season alive. I mean, you're still... What's crazy is that you could win the next 4 games and you're still 3 games under 500. It is a depressing state to be in as a Raptors fan. But that Oubre thing was kind of showing us, like, front office might still be trying to win games. I don't know if their opinion has changed in the last few games, but that they were asking around Kelly Oubre. That's a win now trade. That's not a tanking trade. That was interesting. Pascal's definitely our best player for sure. He's just a couple off games. Kyle asks, curious your thoughts on Raptors going after Kemba Walker for depth. You guys don't. Kemba Walker is not the answer. Kemba is straight up not the answer. There's a reason he got, Dallas are the most desperate team in the league for ball handlers, and they waived him. They waived him for a reason. Don't just look at the name. I know it's easy to do. Kemba Walker is not the answer this team needs. He's just not the player that this team needs, I'd say. I get we have the depth issues, but even so, I'd rather go with Malachi Flynn than Kemba Walker at this point. The sad reality of where Kemba's career's gone, but it is the reality, and it's a business, I don't think Kemba Walker solves really anything, unfortunately, for this team. Maybe a cool experiment, but I'd say save your money there. I mean, maybe if there's a 10-day off, if you can get him on a 10-day just to try him out, see what he has, but I don't think there's much there. You're considering stop subscribing to League Pass. I work basically 2 full-time jobs, so I don't really have a lot of time. I don't have League Pass. Sometimes if there's a game on like Sportsnet, TSN, I'll watch it, but I don't have the time to make that a worthwhile investment, unfortunately. And I mean, I'd have League Pass if I could watch the Raptors on it, but I can't. It's so stupid. If you're in a Toronto watching area, then you can't watch Toronto play. It's bogus. So League Pass is just not something I need. Who do I think the Raptors are going to trade? This is a tough question. I don't know. I don't think there's a clear player that you should go look to trade. It kind of seems to me like Trent is a guy worth keeping. It kind of seems to me, OG Siakam should be moved. I'd say Fred is like the most likely, but then again, that's not an easy trade to pull off. Like, that's a big player to trade. You need to get a good return for him. I know he's struggling, of course, but the Raptors are going to need to get some sort of significant return for a player of Fred VanVleet's caliber because they know how good he can be. It's going to be difficult. And our depth-wise, like, all they're good for is salary. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, but guys like Chris Boucher, he's just a $12 million contract in a trade. There's not a ton of value there for what he's doing right now. And I think I struggle to see him fitting with many teams other than the Raptors. Difficult situation all around, man. What if we trade for Jaylen Brown or Domantas Sabonis? Ooh, that'd be cool, I guess. Don't know how you do that. I'd be a little bit upset they trade Gary. I feel like if they were to trade somebody like him, they'd get like something so significant that you'd understand why they did it. But like, trades are hard to do. Trades are hard to manufacture. But it seems like all reports are suggesting the Raptors have been very active in these trade conversations. So we'll see if they actually do pull anything off. Will they be playing Wieskamp? I'm not sure if Wieskamp is here. I feel like he is. It's been a couple of days now. As far as playing him, I mean, it's a 10-day guy. Sometimes they don't play. Like, you just don't know. I would be a little bit frustrated, let's call it, if you signed a guy to a 10-day and just didn't play him. But then again, you also see them in practice. We don't see that. They see them. They see something that they don't like. We don't know about it. But I'd like to just see. You know what I mean? I'd like to see. You like the Jordan Shadows? They're I think they're the Shadow 2.0s. I think that was the colorway. Appreciate that. I like them a lot. That's why I hit display them. I'm into shoes. Not enough to spend like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but enough to spend hundreds on them. Hopefully Scotty will do the rest of it. Yeah, I just want to see a more consistent performance from him. I don't want to wait till the fourth quarter to see him put up his first field goal for a third straight game. It's just can't happen. Like, he took 3 shots in the first 3 quarters of the game against the Knicks. That just can't happen. Regardless of what role the coaches are asking him to play, which I don't think that's factoring as much as some people may be suggesting. He's got to get to the bucket and get some shots up, man. I would say it's pretty much guaranteed Fred's gone. So there was a very interesting storyline that developed yesterday. Very, very interesting. So Fred VanVleet apparently was offered $114 million extension over 4 years in the previous offseason. $114 million, which is an average of 28.5 annually. That's a lot. We were kind of guesstimating Fred was going to be in like the 27 million range. That's probably a touch higher than I would like. Then again, it's probably a backloaded contract as the salary cap goes up. So that contract won't look as expensive in a few years. That being said, I'm looking at it right now. That's an expensive contract for Fred VanVleet. And along with those reports of Fred VanVleet, the contract being offered to him there, $114 million, what has been said is it's still on the table. So these are just reports from pretty good sources that are saying that not only did Fred turn down the contract is still on the table for Fred VanVleet if he wants to sign. So based on the way he's playing so far this season, you're not getting a $28.5 million player out of him. I think you're getting far from that. You're not getting that. Maybe not far from, but you're not getting that. So I'm interested to see what the strategy for the Raptors is going to be because, well, if he takes that contract, does that make him easier or harder to trade? Do you decide like you want to continue to roll with him because you know how good he can be for this team? It's interesting. It's a very interesting situation. I think that's too much though. I understand, typically with contracts, you're paying more than your guess is because, like, if I'm guessing he's worth 26, 27 million, then, well, there's probably a team out there who is going to go above that, just to go a little bit extra, go a little bit higher to incentivize a player to choose a different team. So I feel like you have to take these things into consideration, which myself and maybe other fans don't always do. 20 and a half just still seems like just a touch higher than I think he's actually worth in the market. You have to remember what he's been in the past. It is concerning, though, given how he's playing this season, that amount of money. How much can you expect him to find back? And we've seen flashes of him this season. We've seen flashes of how good he can be. But even so, yeah, that's a big investment into a player, and that is a lengthy period of time. We will really have to see. But what's crazy is that he turned it down. I think what I'm not really talking about here, he turned it down. He turned down the $114 million contract, which indicates he wants more than that. It was a bit of a bet on yourself moment from Fred. He is trying to bet on himself to play above that this season. It looks like right now a bit of a losing bet, but that contract is still on the table. As I mentioned, what is your opinion on Tyus Jones? The Raptors can't get him. I love Tyus Jones, but the Raptors can't. Love him. Fred is gone at this point. Well, the contract's on the table. It is what it is. You gotta manage your assets well here. Raptors cannot afford to lose him for nothing, but you also don't want to pay more than you should. So it's a difficult spot. I made a video about this. I don't know how to solve it. It's a very, very difficult spot. He's looking for a Tyler Hero type deal. I mean, that's a solid precedent, but Tyler Hero's younger, and I don't know if he's better. I mean, I haven't looked at Tyler Hero much this season, but he's probably playing better than this season. But Tyler Hero is not a better player than Fred. Fred was an all-star last year, after all, and was in maybe some outside All-NBA considerations for a while. But Tyler Hero's a lot younger, and you're investing into that youth and that development, which Fred, you're not investing really into development. You're investing into what he is because you can't really expect much more from him in terms of a development standpoint. It's a really difficult spot. I don't think he'll end up like Schroeder. Schroeder got offered $84 million, so less, much less. And Schroeder fell off a cliff and was signed for the minimum next season. So Fred is not going to be a minimum player. I think like if the Raptors, let's say they let him walk for free, and let's say the season ended with Fred putting up these numbers, there's still a team giving him probably in the range of $25 million if the Raptors don't give him money. You can't take me off that. Like, Fred is going to get money in the offseason. There are teams that could use a point guard like him, a ball handler, a shooter like him. Obviously, he's not been doing those things well enough this season, but there are teams out there who would pay Fred VanVleet for sure if the Raptors don't. That's why the situation is as difficult as it is for the Raptors. Oh, man. Fred would be the type of guy to sign. Actually, would he be the type of guy to sign like a 1-year bet on yourself contract to try to earn a bigger one? I feel like he wouldn't do that. I don't think he'd go that far. I think he'd try to lock up some money in the offseason. We'll see, though. I mean, he turned down the 114. We shall see. Again, though, you don't want to let a guy walk for free. We're in a bit of a mess right now because we let so many guys walk for free. You got to get value out of players. What would you say to a deal that sends Fred to Chicago for Patrick Williams and Nikola Vucevic? Keep Nikola Vucevic away from my organization. Is Vucevic expiring? If Vucevic is not expiring, keep him the fuck away from the Raptors. I'm not playing. Vucevic contract. Let's see. It It is expiring. $22 million. I mean, I don't know why the Bulls would do that. Why would they get rid of Patrick Williams? If they did, I'd probably take that. You get Patrick Williams out of that deal. That seems like a solid player return. Don't know how you fit with our team, but in terms of value, that's pretty good. I don't like the division, team this, team that. I'm open to the idea of focusing on the draft, though, for sure. But I don't like this division. You gotta be either fully on this, fully on that type of thing. But I am leaning towards, if I had to pick, I'm leaning on the team tank side. Let's put it that way. Other GMs are all right. What's ridiculous? Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Not a fan of Vucevic. Oh, donation here from Brian. Sent a message. I'll read it out here. Most true Raptors fan community. Jacob, great work. First time joining a chat room ever. You are the man. You are so the man to greet everyone in the chat room. Hope your channel goes a long way. That's from Brian. Not from Brian Mugg, I don't think. There's another Brian from before. He drops a $10 donation into the chat. Thank you so much, Brian. I'm glad you're enjoying the content, and I'm glad you're seeing value. I really care about the people in the community. I make a point of that, as always, and I'm glad there's some recognition there. Super grateful for the message. Super grateful for the donation. Completely not necessary to do. Content's free, but I'm always grateful for the extra support that allows me to push forward and create better content like this more often. So thank you again to Brian. Glad you're showing the support. Shout out to Brian in the chat. Means it. Thank you again. Really do appreciate that. What's better? Raps got 2 games against Charlotte at home. Atlanta has struggled a lot. Best case scenario for them. Knicks, Pacers, Bulls, Hawks, Wizards, tough games next week. Like, look, there's enough games to turn the season around. It just seems unlikely to me. I just don't know how. I just really don't think this is that good of a team the Raptors have. But look, all I want is the front office to really make a commitment to a direction. If they decide, to make a trade to bring in some more talent, then hey, they made that decision. I don't know if I agree with it, but they made the decision. If they decide to go in the other direction, I'll probably support that a little bit more, but I just really want a sense of where this team is going, because right now, obviously, it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. The fact that Fred kind of stayed on tail applied, the deadline is a deadline. I don't understand. If Fred doesn't that, well, no, the Fred is rejecting the money because he believes he can earn a bigger contract in the offseason. That's what it is. It's not, I don't believe it's a testing free agency. I mean, it could be, but Fred is betting on himself, as he has coined such a term, and he thinks he's going to be able to play beyond that this season. So I have a little bit of a theory. So that report came out yesterday. I have a bit of a theory here. See if you guys kind of catch my drift. So Fred put up that cryptic tweet where he quote tweeted his bet on yourself tweet from the draft where he went undrafted, and it's pinned in his Twitter. And he quote tweeted that tweet with some dice emojis. So essentially, he is rolling the dice on himself again. That happened a few days before the report came out that the Raptors had offered Fred VanVleet $114 million for 4 years, and that he rejected. It was still on the table. Now, the timing of these things are interesting, and that interview with JJ Redick coming out. Part of me feels like this report on the Raptors offering this to Fred, part of me feels like this was a leak intentionally done by Fred VanVleet's camp to kind of show that he's motivate, show his motivations and show that he's trying to earn more in the offseason. It just seems like this is something that they're trying to do here to just incentivize the market a little bit more on the player as it comes to contract talks, as it comes to maybe some trade value perception. I feel like this was strategically done by Fred VanVleet's camp. I believe they leaked this on intentionally, hoping that it would, get widespread and get people talking. I think this was a very strategic thing. Not that this is a bad thing for a player. Like, I don't think this is any negative implications on the team or anything like that. I'm not suggesting it is, or this is negative in any way. I just find it interesting that he's done all the timing of these things. We'll see how it motivates him. I mean, last 2 games, he's looked a lot better. The 3 ball still isn't falling as we would want it to, but last 2 games, the player has looked a lot better. No matter how much you don't like him, you just can't deny he's looked better. Like, he's stuffing the stat sheet. He had like 28, 12, and 8 against the Bucks in a loss, and he was like something like 28, 8, and 7 against the Knicks, again in a loss, but he's been playing better. Can't put the last 2 games on him, that's for sure. All right, if you guys enjoyed the content, please remember to drop a like. A lot of people in early. Appreciate you guys stopping by, coming to hang out for the game. Anybody know what channel this game's on? I was looking for it earlier. I couldn't find it. Again, I'm on the side that, maybe losses would be better for this team at this point, but I support all the players that are out there on the court. They're trying to win games, so I support the guys and the team that I love in doing that. We'll see. It's on TSN? Okay, good to know. Thank you. I like it on TSN. TSN's feed is a lot closer to real time, so the stream is typically closer to where you're watching compared to Sportsnet, which is quite delayed, which is unfortunate. Let me find the stream. Let's see what you guys say. If Fred doesn't extend, the same thing as him saying no. Oh, sorry, I read that earlier. That's saying Fred saying he wants out. Fred saying it's not Fred saying he wants out. It's Fred saying he wants more money. It's not him saying he wants out. It's he thinks he can play well enough this season to earn a $130 whatever $million contract, or a higher contract, whatever it is, whatever the amount is. Fred for, let's be honest, guys. Fred for Dennis Schroeder first round. Let's actually like be serious for real. VanVleet for Nurkic and Sharp. You can't get Shaden Sharp for Fred VanVleet. That just ain't gonna happen. If I had to guess, is this C43 I'm replying to? If I had to guess, I would guess Fred VanVleet starts next season on the Raptors. If I had to guess. I'm not like extremely confident in that, but if you ask me if I like true or false, Fred VanVleet starts next season on the Raptors, which I asked as one of the community polls, I believe Fred VanVleet starts next season on the Raptors. I believe they give him the extension. Whether or not that's an extension that is good value, we'll see. It makes me really, really nervous to commit a long-term future with Fred VanVleet. It makes me nervous. But it's a really, really difficult spot to be in. You don't want it. You just can't. You can't lose him for free. I'm sorry. You cannot lose him for free in the offseason. Your organization cannot handle that. So we'll see if he ends up somewhere by the deadline. We'll see if maybe they have no choice and he just decides to go to a different team, fresh start somewhere. I have no idea. Nameless, what's going on? Thanks for jumping in. Amateur Army vet. And let's see. Is that all of the Raptor-related leaks recently? Okay, yeah. I mean, you also think about the Raptors never leak anything. Nothing ever gets leaked from the Raptors side. That's at least the impression we've been given about this team. Very tight-lipped organization, which is nice. This must have been something from Fred. Which it's an interesting thing to think about. By the way, so I spoke about in the previous stream, I wanted to do a video yesterday talking about Fred VanVleet's interview on JJ Redick's podcast. So I recorded the video. I was editing the video, and I was just thinking about it. I really didn't like the way the video came out. I felt I went a little bit too far, and I didn't like it. By the way, new subscriber, TMZ Jerry. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Appreciate you stopping by, and glad you're enjoying the stream. And you also subscribe yourself to videos all throughout the week about the Raptors. Thank you, TMZ Jerry. Again, join TMZ Jerry by subscribing and join the Amateur Hour Army. if you're liking Raptors content. So I was editing the video. I just felt it was a bit too much. I get like some of the slander is warranted. I felt like I went a little bit too far. I think I need to at least allow him to try and fight out of the slump a little bit more. I'm obviously upset with the way he's played, and I don't see a trade as being a negative for the Raptors if you can get good value for him. I also kind of understand that he was an all-star last year. He fell off a bit statistically beyond the all-star break, but in his mind, he's an all-star, and he's being asked when he's been one of the best players in the Raptors, top 2 on the Raptors for quite a while now. He was top 1 for a good amount of last season until Siakam really took over in December. I can understand why he feels a little bit hard done by. And I think there was the eye-opening statistic that Phoenix actually shared with me regarding the sharp downgrade in usage he's seen with the normal starting 5. So I felt I felt I was a little bit unfair to him in the video, and ultimately I just felt a little bit more comfortable leaving that one off. I didn't want to broadcast what I said at that one, so just kind of wanted to be honest with about what was going on over there. But obviously, I'm upset with what he's done, and to be honest, the interview I wasn't particularly thrilled with some of the things that he said, but I want to kind of see it from his viewpoint, and I can understand a bit of the reason why he's upset with some things. I get the building around Scotty thing. You'd have to really accept that it's going to be a long process because Barnes is not ready to be built around. We've seen him earlier in the season. Obviously not the best help, but when he's asked to be the guy to take the lead on offense, he hasn't really risen up to those. I think he can be the guy in the future. He isn't right now, so it will be dependent on how patient the front office is willing to be on that one. I'm open to that. If the Raptors want to be patient, I'm willing to be patient as well because I believe in the future of Scotty Barnes. I also believe in the future of Siakam if you want to make it a little bit less long-term. So, again, I am open to both sides. I just would like a decision to be made, you know? We're not sure. I'm never sure about anything. Well, sometimes. I'm not sure. I can't be sure about this. I just legitimately, I think right now is not the time to where he can lead this team to the playoffs. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd happily be wrong. It's just, I don't know if he's there yet. Sorry, I'm a little dehydrated today. You can put 2 and 2 together. It is a Sunday after all. Gary had 6 straight games of 20-plus points, 44% 3-point shooting. He's becoming a guy that you really need on your team. He's a shot-creating shooting guard who hits a 3-ball really well. There's a lot to like about him and his fit with his team long-term. Gypsum community took 20. Yeah, it took, well, I'd say the foundation got laid like 2013 for that championship. It can take better part of a decade. Maybe sometimes more for some teams. Sure, Scotty Barnes having the ball. Look, again, but you'd have to accept that it would be, you'd have to be very patient. I'm fine with that. Like I said, you just have to understand, you got to be patient. If you give the keys to Scotty Barnes right now, you're developing him. That's cool. I understand that, but also you got to be patient. I can be patient. I can be patient. It's just that would be the acceptance from the front office on that. We'll see. Simping in chat, Jesus Christ. They haven't found the floor combination starters to keep everybody's usage proper and them to work in rhythm. Quite the puzzle in his hands. For sure. He probably should be doing a little bit better than he has been doing. I still like Gary Trent as a sixth man. I just don't like how he's being utilized as a sixth man. I think he was getting underused. Like, still play heavy minutes as a sixth man, but it's been a puzzle for a while now. We still can't quite figure out how to get everybody the touches they want on offense. Maybe you can't, and maybe more depth is needed. You trade one of those key guys for more depth, and you build a more traditional roster. It's a very weird team here. Like I said, I'm open to a lot of possibilities. I would just like a direction to be taken still. Anxious that Nurse cooks wraps. Is Nurkic actually shooting 42% of threes? I would be shocked to my core. Nurkic can't shoot, can he? I treat him as a non-shooter. Am I mistaken here? I am mistaken. He is all of a sudden, like, he's not taking many. Say 1.9 attempts per game for him is fine. He's hitting 42%. That's not nothing. It's low volume, but it's not nothing. It's just under. It's basically 2 attempts per game, and he typically hits 1. It's not something that you really need to be concerned about. Look, if like Nurkic is open, so be it. But that's an interesting stat there. Well, Scott, the builder on Scotty thing, it's not that he's a franchise player. It's that maybe he can become a franchise player. That's what it is. And you're giving him all the tools to accelerate the development, which could be key. Starting lineups for the Blazers: Lillard, Simons, Hart, Grant, and Nurkic. Raptors going with the traditional 5 of VanVleet, Trent, Anunoby, Barnes, and Siakam. Really hoping for a bounce-back night for Pascal Siakam. It also probably isn't great for Barnes' development to be basically playing as a center. That can't be great either. Kevin Ryan, Nurk better not turn into Julius Randle. Randle was relatively quiet beyond the first quarter, but he just had such an explosive first quarter, right? D-Wiz, what's going on? Another vet along with Gavin. D-Wiz in England enjoying the early game, as I was kind of talking about earlier to our international viewers. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to set your fantasy up. I set mine. Thank you. There's been a few days where I don't set, but today I remembered. Thank you for the reminder, though. Early games. There's already a game going on, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, T-Mac is one specific example. It's an interesting parallel you're drawing there, but that's a very... I mean, that was a long time ago. That's just a specific example. But I agree that perhaps really fixating on his usage could be something that unlocks some extra potential. I'm a Canadian touring overseas, so these are the few I can stream. But thank you for joining. Dion, on your tour overseas, your vacation, whatever it is. Appreciate you stopping in and trying to get in some Raptors fun content. I'm excited for this game. Let's see if the Raptors can just find a way to do this. Oh, what do we have here? Sorry, move this. And the game has begun in Toronto, Scotiabank Arena. Once again, laying eyes on the Raptors. Can they get it done today? Can they show a glimmer of what they can be? Poor start as Blazers come out of the gate and score with Jeremy Grant. All right, 2-0 Blazers. Let's get the scoreboard up. And OG hits from mid-range and ties up the game early on. Billionaire Sky timeline front office is a free agent connections he has. Well, that's typically pretty much nothing, the connections wise. I don't think that should be something that is in considerations. Simons nails the corner 3 and 5-2 for the Blazers here. It's like Masai having connection with Giannis. In the end, we probably Raptors fans are probably overblew those things. They don't matter that much. Scotty Barnes hits in mid-range, gets it to go. I mean, Braun is Braun. And I guess that's what kept him there. Simons, another 3. God damn. I don't think Cade is also, he's an RFA, so that would be a plan for 8 years from now, essentially. I don't think you can 40 chest that one. 8-4 here. Simons has 2 threes out of the gate. Simons, player that could be interesting if he ends up in a Raptors uniform one day. Lillard blocked by Barnes. Nice play there, but nobody off ball recovers on the rebound. Simons swings to Hart, another would-be interesting Raptors. Simons in the corner for 3 again, and he's fouled by OG. So after Barnes makes the great defensive play, Raptors just kind of hand it back there to the Blazers, who take advantage here and will now have 3 free throws. What a block by Barnes, by the way. OG just doesn't react in time to the tip down. I mean, he probably could have caught that. That's unfortunate. Sharp would be, I mean, it depends, like, if you're building on a different timeline, Sharp would be really interesting if you can swindle that one. 5.5 games back of 6. That's quite a margin, though. Simons at the line has both so far. Third one coming up. Simons already on 8 points in this game. And a new subscriber coming in, 705 Machine Gun. Shout out to 705. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the content so far. And hope you enjoy the content we can offer up on this channel. Videos and streams 6-7 days a week, all the time. Appreciate the sub. Thank you. Barnes for 3, connects, and makes it a 10-7 game. Scotty Barnes. If he can get that 3 ball to fall a bit more and gets a bit more respect from the defenders, it could be a huge difference maker to his game. Swindling the Blaze into Sharp. Another rebound goes out of bounds. Lost it by the Raptors. Sharp, Simons, and picks for Pascal. It's difficult again, you know. Another new sub, Xpand. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Appreciate that, and I hope you're enjoying the content so far. Grant in mid-range, where he likes to cook. No good there. Barnes said, give me that rebound. Barnes inside to OG. Backing down Simons. Good matchup here. Feeds Barnes in the interior. And he goes up, gets fouled. There you go. Like that from Barnes. Sees the mismatch. Goes up strong. He could have kicked the VanVleet in the corner. But Barnes seeing the matchup. Going up, looking for the easy 2. And we want to see more of that aggression. And it's just being in those spots, right? It's not necessarily about forcing those off-ball or on-ball moments as he missed the first free throw. I wanted, like, Scotty Barnes, a lot of last season, what was good is that, and even started the season, Siakam draws so much attention, and he's such a good passer. Scotty Barnes' off-ball cuts are really good. We haven't really seen enough of them this season, though. Is the Benjamin attacking empty space, driving, running, quick handoff for a movement, sure. Get a wipe and look. Yeah, like, just not enough action, for sure, like in offense in general. Nurkic inside. Help defense came, but it could not stop Nurk, who puts it down at the rim. VanVleet to Barnes. Pulls up for 3. This one's no good. Scotty Barnes has 4 points early here. Better than the last game, that's for sure. Hart in transition puts it down, and the Raptors want to talk this one over. 14-8 Blazers. Not the best start to this game. I actually hate it so much having to watch this team try and defend opposition bigs. Because it's just so obvious we need to add in a big, and we don't have that big, and we need, like, I hate having to watch Scotty Barnes and co. do all this to try and stop an opposition center. It shouldn't be this difficult, but it is. It is because the team is built in such a way that it's so difficult. But you got to trade up a pick to get one of these bigs. Raptors need a big, please. Masai, get this team a center. At some point in the next 10 months, or whenever the next season starts, please, by God, get this team a big. If I don't get I don't get going for one with a pick this year. I'm not suggesting you do that. That's why I'm saying by the start of next season. Sure, Koloko with more reps is an interesting player for sure. You'll see what you get out of him in the offseason. He's had very sharp developmental strides year by year in his college career. So, in his first season pro, he's making a sharp increase in quality. So, we'll see. We'll definitely see these things. New sub on Twitch, Adam Renner. Resubscribing with Prime. Thank you for the 18 months, Adam, and thank you for using that Prime sub. Using the Prime sub, completely free for you, but does help me out with a little bit of extra payment. So appreciate that, Adam. Welcome back to a vet. Thank you for supporting since day one. Coco also, but you're hoping to get to a point where he is playing a lot. But then again, that's still just one center. You probably still do need another one. Last two games, the Raptors are minus 35 in the first 44 minutes, but plus 31 in the last 4 minutes. I hate it here. You can't get Jared Allen. That's done. You can't. That ain't happening. That Atlanta game was a really good Scotty Barnes game, but the rest of the week he didn't really follow it up with more performances like that. I recall that Atlanta game. I love that Atlanta game. New follower on Twitch, Clutchy T903. Welcome to the Amateur Army. Thank you so much for following to get these live streams on Twitch for every Raptors game. How much do I like the Raptors? This much. This much. I'm going to show you the game. No. I value YouTube not taking down my channel. 14-10 here. Siakam attacking Simons. Spinning off, fading away. And that's just the role Pascal Siakam needed. To see the shot fall. It's been a bit of a struggle for him, of course, in the last couple of games. Seen that shot fall. Let's see if that can get him going here. 14-12 now. Lillard. Pass the screen, kicking to Nurk in the corner. That's what we spoke about earlier. Doesn't go for Nurk. I can accept that shot. I'm not as fearful of that one. As the Raptors turn it over in transition. Some miscommunication there from Fred and Pascal. It's a fine pass. And the turnover right back from the Blazers as it goes off Simons' hands. A miscommunication there. Raptor basketball on the sideline. VanVleet to Trent. Raptors within 2 now. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes, nice feed inside to Trent. He got fouled. That should be an and one. It's a great feed by Barnes, and Barnes looks like a different player tonight. Very nice to see. This is the talent that he has, man. Hart. Driving inside, feeding it to Nurkic. Another turnover. Here come the Raptors the other way with Anunoby. Anunoby wants to take it right at Lillard, and he misses the layup. Okay, like the aggression. Should have finished, but I like the aggression there from OG. Lillard feeds it to Nurkic inside, and probably traveled. Jalen Smith would be interesting. I feel like the Pacers value his role right now, though. They'd want something like that back. Love that. No, I love that feed from Barnes, man. No look. Love that. This guy can be so good when he's on. who I think is gone. I don't know. I don't know. It could be like nobody. Nobody significant, that is. It could very well be. They've shown a liking to go to Nurkic tonight. We'll see if this is a consistent plan for them. VanVleet to Anunoby. Now Siakam for 3. Doesn't go here. Nurkic with the rebound. I get it for you. Listen, I'm not against that plan. Definitely not. Lillard, one-on-one with Juancho. Got him. Just absolutely got him there with the step back. Damn. That's Dame, bro. When it's Dame time, it's Dame time. VanVleet passed the screen. Good looking mid-range and got it to go. Nice shot by Fred. Cash in at the elbow. Shots like that are key if he can hit the wide open ones in mid-range. Lillard attacking the paint. Koloko, the help defender. Excellent defense by Koloko there, by the way. Hands up, no foul. Lillard can't score by it. Love that. Here's Koloko in transition. Oh, pretty feed by Koloko. You love to see that. Koloko with the soft hands to find Siakam there. That is a nice assist right there. OG nearly a steal on Nurkic. Nurkic finds Grant down low, who just throws it away. Raptors another transition look. They're up by 1 now. VanVleet to Siakam, backing down to Hart. Siakam wants this. Spins off. Oh, what a move. What a finish by Pascal Siakam. That's the Siakam that I know and that we love. Man, Josh Hart's a solid defender. Siakam makes a mockery of him down low, and that's why he's got the spin move. You can't guard it. If you can guard it, he wouldn't do it. Outrageous couple of possessions there by the Raptors, and they lead this one by 3, 20-17. Damn, Siakam. Looking back in form a little bit. Let's see if he can sustain that. I got to charge my phone. Hang on. One sec. How's it looking epic? I think the whole team has looked pretty good here. Barnes is looking aggressive. That's and really in tune here. Very much enjoying what I've seen from Scotty Barnes here. Spin cycle P. Put him in the blender, baby. All right, so Raptors got off to a bit of a rocky start, 14-8, I think the score was. Timeout was called, and since then, Raptors are defending really well. We got some good rim protection help from Koloko. He made a nice play in transition. Raptors just forcing turnovers now, and they're turning that into offense. The only way we win games right now, forcing all these turnovers and scoring in transition. And, hey, if that's your best asset, lean on that as much as possible. And hopefully you get a good Pascal Siakam game again, because last couple of games haven't quite been, unfortunately, despite the outrageous season that he is having right now. Russell Westbrook is at the game. Interesting. Hope it's a enjoyable one for yourself. Good start. Good start. Can't complain. They're going to Nurkic, but we've tried to combat that with Koloko. Again, it's just like, imagine you had a better version of him out there if you could get it, but what would it cost to get it? We'll see. Probably should have been addressed preseason, but it wasn't. Made Josh Hart look like Duncan Robinson. It'd be interesting to see Wieskamp get in the game. All right, coming back here from the timeout. A lot of football today. If you're a football fan, it's been a good day. Adam on Twitch says, heard about an eventful night. It was quite the event for sure. I wouldn't expect Wieskamp to play much, if at all, to be honest. I mean, 10-day guys usually aren't world-beating players. We'll see. Lillard gets past some contact and scores at the rim. David is a good player, man. I don't know if Dwight Howard or Willie Cauley-Stein are the answers here. Siakam to Koloko, who tries to stuff it at the rim, but it doesn't go, and Siakam can't put in the rebound. Good chance there to score. Blazers avoid it and come the other way. Well, I got the Sharp for three. Shaedon Sharp, bit of a, I don't know his hometown, but he is Canadian. And he's probably a Raptors fan. Drops a three ball there. Shaedon Sharp would look good in a Raptors uniform, don't you think? VanVleet off the glass, no good. Koloko does a good job to tip the rebound. Now, Koloko looking good today. VanVleet open for three. Slight hesitation, but doesn't affect the result. Fred drops in the three-pointer. And Matty D's saying, good to see that first one drop. Hopefully gets the juices flowing. Hart for three, responds, and puts the Blazers up by 2. Siakam attacking the paint. Puts it up with the right and just rims out, man. And a loose ball foul, but goddamn, Siakam, the struggles he's had. Just seeing that one rim out, tough. Sharp's from London, so a bit of a homecoming. He's it's close enough, I guess, to be a homecoming. Another new subscriber. Thank you guys for all the new subscribers. This most recent one comes from Sahand Sani. I probably didn't say that correctly. Sahan, maybe. Appreciate you subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. I really do appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the live stream coverage. I do something like this for every Raptors game. And also, videos come out all throughout the week about this team. So thank you again. Koloko, lob up, and it's tipped in by Drew Eubanks there. I believe. Koloko kind of trying to catch it. Eubanks scored. Eubanks, by the way, really bad defender that the Raptors need to punish today. And OG smothering, I believe is that Keon Johnson? They call a foul on OG. He's not happy about that. I don't know. Was there a foul? I mean, there's no foul there. I don't think there's a foul. All right. Shabs lobbed up, and Koloko was trying to catch it. Eubanks tipped it, and it just went in the basket. They all count, don't they? Eubanks to Keon Johnson. One-on-one with Pascal. Stops in mid-range, and Siakam may have gotten a touch on that jumper. Doesn't go regardless. VanVleet to Juancho for three. And Juancho shooting under 30 from three this season. Doesn't hit that one. Man, we could use Juancho's shooting. Simons at the elbow, fade away, no good, rebound, gotta get that rebound, guys. Here's Eubanks now at the rim. He traveled. Yeah, they called it. There we go. Who I think will be in the finals? Let's say it's Denver's year. And let's put them against the Milwaukee Bucks. And Eastern Conference wins the championship, though. Siakam spins off, kicks out to Juancho. Gets it back to Siakam with 6 on the shot clock. Siakam got to figure it out. Fades off in mid-range, and there you go. Siakam drops in the jumper. Those ones that just have not quite been falling in the last couple of games. Got it there. Team will expose Jokic. I just disagree. If you give Jokic the tools, and a healthy MPJ, a healthy Murray, help at the deadline, shooters, and defense, this Denver team is built for a run, I think. But I think the West has a lot of parity. The West is a really difficult one. There's like 5-6 teams that could come out of the West, maybe even more. Simons at the free throw line here. Wow, I'm watching football. The Texans, who could tank and get the best pick in the draft, just threw a Hail Mary and scored a touchdown. After a Colts player let the ball go through his hands. Wow, that is so bad from the Colts. Anyways, we're talking ball here, 27-27. If you guys are enjoying the content, please make sure to drop a like here. A lot of content on Siakam, but the foul is on the floor. Remind you guys to drop that like to support the show, support the coverage if you're having a good time. Least you can do is drop a like and support your boy. VanVleet outside to Siakam. Wide open corner three is good. Pascal from the corner. He's efficient from those corners. Would like to see those more. And somehow the Blazers completely lose him. And he's wide open and takes advantage. Josh Hart for three. No good. Rebound by Barnes. Here we come the other way in transition. Barnes. And a blocking foul call. Will they give him the continuation? I believe it's bonus regardless. So Barnes will be at the line here. Looking to make something happen. The Texans also went for two and just played themselves out of the first overall pick. I cannot believe what I've seen from the Houston Texans. So there's no lottery in the NFL. Worst record gets the best pick. If the Texans had lose today's game, they will lock up the first pick. If they win, they will not get the first pick. And they probably are about to win this football game. What the fuck is going on in Houston? All right, Barnes at the line. Barnes having a nice game. Siakam having a nice game as well. Good to see those two playing at their best. What's going on, Jet? If the Nets don't make the finals, Durant requests a trade. Do I think the Raptors will try to get him? They'll try to get him. There's no pulling the trigger. You have to work out a deal first. 76ers up by 6, Detroit. Interesting. All right, 32-27 Toronto, and the Blazers turn it over again. Let's push it. Push it. You got Siakam. Has a streak in Koloko. Nice feed by Siakam, and Koloko with a little bit of emphasis throws it down at the rim. There goes that man. Raptors with a great first quarter here on both ends of the floor. 34-27 for the Raptors, and they are right now firing on all cylinders. Everybody on offense playing a part. Koloko having one of his best quarters of the season as well. Lillard to Sharp, back to Lillard, gets past Wancho, hucks to three, no good. Koloko rebound, and that will end the first quarter. Wow, what a quarter by the Raptors here. Raptors leading 34-27. Everybody looking good. The team moving the ball really well. Now, this is one of the most pleasing games on the eye so far. Siakam is back, it seems, 13 points already. And Barnes, he's looking at his best tonight. Koloko looking really good. We'll talk about it in just a second here. Going to take a short break to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. excellent first quarter there by the Raptors, really getting the most out of Koloko, and he's made a bit of difference since coming in. You're getting Siakam at his best right now. Scotty Barnes also looking really good. This might be Scotty Barnes potentially at his best or what he can do, the way he's playmaking the ball, dictating the pace of the offense. This is what I want to see from him. But let's go into the box score. Quickly look at the Raptors stats. So Siakam 6 for 9 with 13 points. That's great to see. You got Barnes 2 for 3, with an assist. The assist was very nice. 8 points for him. VanVleet 2 for 3 from the field with 5 points. He's got 3 rebounds, 2 assists to go along with that. And Koloko has looked good coming off the bench. Good defense, good offense. 4 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds for the rookie center. Team stat-wise, I feel like the Raptors are shooting well, and they are. 58 from the field, 50 from 3. Blazers shooting the ball really well here, but I think the turnovers are going to cost them. Yes, they've committed 5 turnovers to the Raptors. 1 turnover in this game. These stats, those can be the separations from wins or losses for this team. How will we compete in the second quarter? I think the most likely outcome is Fred's re-signing here. We will see. Not confident in that, though. Is there a player in the East that's better than KD in creating half-court offense? Probably not. Gary Trent steps back in mid-range and connects. Gary Trent, I saw some interesting statistics today. He shoots better the more covered he is. The more open he is, the worse he shoots. Unbelievably. He loves a contest. He's just got that dog in him, you know? Nurkic too sharp. Pass Koloko. Tough layup. Ooh. Looks like a block was there. Here come the Raptors with a Chua the other way. Chua a little bit out of control, but does get the layup to fall. Simons to Grant for 3. No good. Rebound Koloko. What a night Koloko's having, or an afternoon so far. Gary Trent to Koloko. Malachi Flynn. Laying it up and laying it in. Malachi Flynn with a nice bucket there. If I had to guess, Joe Wieskamp will not play today. Has barely had any time, if any, to practice. I don't think he's going to play. We'll see. Is he on the bench? For sure. Simons for 3, no good. A foul has been called. Loose ball foul goes against the Raptors there. Raptors bench really contributing today. Oh, man. Nurk got crushed there. Chua scored. Flynn has scored. Koloko scoring. What the hell is going on with the Raptors bench today? Let's find out. Nurkic to Simons. He's blocked by Achua. What a play by Precious. And Achua's fouled as he's trying to take the ball up court. Okay, Raptors defense has been stellar. Raptors offense equally so here. What a game by Toronto so far. The Houston Texans just played themselves out of the top pick in the draft. Wow. How fucking stupid can a team be? Unbelievable, man. Oh, I can't believe that. Don't even talk about Boucher being on the block at the trade deadline. All he is salary filler. I don't see any teams having interest in him. Joe Wieskamp is on the bench. I don't know if he plays. He hasn't practiced. We'll see. Flynn up top, and Achua throws it down. I remember somebody last stream was begging for the team to throw an oop, so we'll see. The Texans look to draft a QB. That's you're not entirely wrong there, Gavin. It's true. However, first pick gives you whatever you want, no matter what. Somebody can trade that Chicago pick. Also, if you want a quarterback and there's not one that should go first, you could trade down from that pick. It's better to have the asset there. Easily and obviously. But I see your point. I'm not as in tune with NFL depth as draft. I'm not as in tune with the NFL draft as I am for the NBA. My mind can only handle so much. The Alabama QB is going to be in the draft. I don't know if he's supposed to. I think he's supposed to go like top 5. The Ohio quarterback, I don't know if he's supposed to go high. Maybe could be interesting. I don't know. I forget their names. Anyways, we're on basketball here. And as we should be, the Raptors leading 42-27 here. If you guys are enjoying the content, please make sure to step up and hit that thumbs up button to support the channel. Raptors are shooting the ball well, very well, in fact. You're getting the biggest players making the biggest plays right now. Bench really stepping up. And along with the offense, the defense has been great. Raptors blocking shots, forcing turnovers, and turning those turnovers and blocks into offense as they rightfully should. Team as a whole on 3 blocks here, but just stellar defense all around the board from Toronto. And I think it really does start with Christian Koloko being that rim protector who's making such a difference to this team. And having that presence there, I mean, you can really see how good this team can be when he's doing things like that. They stepped up. They stepped up, for real. Playing for pride. There's a lot more. Doesn't mean, look, if you go 7 games above 500 in the next 20 games, so what would that be? Next 21 games, you win 14, you're back to 500, you're in the mix again in the playoffs. That's a far-fetched thing to achieve with the way the team's playing, but like players don't tank, organizations do. So these guys want to win basketball games. Besachua coming back from injury, and he's just kind of upping his minutes. Can he be the difference maker? Blazers have not hit a field goal since the 3:13 mark of the first quarter. Wow. Get rid of Otto Porter Jr., the shooter, and get a shooter. All right, another missed opportunity by the Blazers. Air ball by Lillard. Raptors doing everything right in this game. Flynn to Trent. Pass the screen, puts up the jumper, no good. Rebound Lillard. Here come the Blazers again, down by 15. A lot of time left in this game. We've seen the Raptors lose from here. It ain't over by any stretch. Grant, good help by Koloko. Nurkic trying to get a shot up, and he's fouled. Who fouled him? Who fouled him? Koloko didn't foul him, did he? Looks as though Nurk will be heading to the line here. Otto matches point. He's not purposely getting injured. He's played 8 games. How has he been not good? He hasn't played. He's just been injured. It's unfortunate. Sorry, work. I just got a work text. He's had good moments games played. It's just we haven't got him to play. It's very unfortunate. Freak injury. Can't. What do you mean you can't blame injuries? Otto Porter Jr. hasn't played. How is that an indictment against him? I can blame injuries why he's not playing. How, like, what does that even fucking mean? Nobody said the team would be the 5 seed if Otto Porter Jr. was healthy. Simons drives in, floats it up, and a travel call, so the bucket will not count there. Blazers run without a field goal has gone up to 6.5 minutes here. 42-29. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just get work things. Do you think the front office has made their mind on being sellers buyers? I do not believe they've made a decision yet. What's going on right now? There's a stoppage in play. One sec. All right. Looks like the game's about to get set going again. I don't really know what happened there. That was a strange one. I don't know the score from the Detroit game right now. If somebody wants to throw that in chat, what's going on with the Sixers and the Pistons? 42-29 Raptors. Flynn for three. This is just no good. Nurkic with the rebound. Koloko's checked out here. Playing really, really well right now. I think it would be a big mistake in Fred Max money. It makes me nervous as well. I don't think they should invest a long-term future at that pay. Like, he wants more than 28.5. You just can't. Simons to Hart, and another turnover forced by the Raptors. The defense has been on point, stellar tonight. Wow. Shot clock violation there by the Blazers. James Harden, the triple-double at halftime. Jesus Christ, Detroit. 71-54 at the half. Thanks for sending that, Brian. Gary Trent, off of a screen, decides just to pull up for three. And to good measure, Gary Trent, the last few weeks, what a player he has been in a contract year, trying to earn those extra dollars. And I hope it's with the Raptors. Not too much, though, of course. Nice rebound by Boucher on the miss there. Here come the Raptors again with Flynn. Cycling back outside. New subscriber here. Monk E-Leader. Is that Monkey Leader? I'm not sure. Whatever it is, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Really do appreciate that as Gary Trent fires in another three-pointer. Oh, my goodness. But thank you for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the live streams. I do one like this for every Raptors game, and also I do videos all throughout the week about this team. If you guys are enjoying, join the Amateur Hour Army like that, and you won't regret if you like the Raptors. Also, be sure, guys, if you're enjoying the content along the way, hit that thumbs up button. It does go a long way to supporting the channel in that YouTube algorithm. Another miss by the Blazers. In transition, Boucher had it, but lost it in what would have been potentially an easy two. Damn. Oh, Klog's on 3 fouls. So it fucking figures, doesn't it? Simons, and it should have been picked off by the Raptors. It's not. It will be Blazers ball on the side. Gary Trent has come alive. 6 straight points. Has the Raptors ballooned up to a 19-point advantage here. Health is a big factor, man. Sixers feeling it as well. Now, Yada, thank you for joining. What's going on? A breakdown on defense there, taken advantage of by Hart, who scores. I really like Gary Trent with the bench unit here because Gary's providing the spacing, which they have to respect. That opens up other opportunities for our players, which we're excelling in. And another play there. Nice play by Thad to tie it up on the miss by Achua at the rim. Odds that Leo replaces Al Williams, like, I can't even stress how low. 0. They work for different companies, And that wouldn't happen anyways. Malachi Flynn to Thaddeus Young. Steps inside. Awkward mid-range jumper is no good. Don't shoot that, Thad. Don't shoot that. You said I'm saying Trent with this backup unit right now, you have to have shooters with that unit as well. Thoughts on VanVleet declining extension? I don't know what the hell he thinks he's worth. It's a concern that he feels he's worth more than $20.5 million a year, because I think that alone is already too much money. Another new subscriber on Twitch, 905 Yada, has become a amateur army veteran on both platforms by resubscribing for a second month. Thank you so much to 905 Yada. Insane support in the last month or so, and I really appreciate it, man. Siakam passed some contact as he's checked back into the game, and Siakam, he is back to his best, connects from mid-range. Phoenix, I agree. Stagger him. Lillard passed Scotty Barnes with some contact and finishes. Man, we are playing so well today. Yeah, that's a foul by Barnes. Barnes playing, that's a foul. Why do you like little fouls like that? Lillard's gonna still hit the layup, and he's gonna go to the line. If you're gonna foul a guy on purpose, fucking foul him. You know, if I'm gonna purposely foul you, you're not fucking scoring as well. You know what I mean? 52-37. Fred VanVleet bringing the ball forward. Barnes playing really well tonight, though, for real. But this afternoon, I keep saying tonight. It's the afternoon. Barnes, nice screen for Trent. Opens up in mid-range. The wide open one doesn't fall. Fred, open three. No good. Trent can't tip it in. Rebound. There's a foul. No foul called. Here come the Blazers in transition. Grant. Wow, reverse is good. And the Blazers get back into this one a bit. 13-point game. Man. No, I'm saying if you're going to purposely foul him, get in his way and don't let him score as well. Because all that does is gives him a 3-point play. It's dumb. Siakam tries to spin off Lillard, but it's a turnover. But a foul has been called. Matthew with the super chat. Thank you so much to Matthew Gauthier for dropping this super chat. And he asked, do you work in sports media or journalism as a career? It seems most broadcasters are shredding journalism jobs. What is your 9 to 5 and any tips? My 9 to 5 is in sports media. I work for a sports betting content company where I among other things, I host a basketball betting show every weekday at 11:15 a.m. Eastern time on a YouTube channel called The Board NBA. You can search The Board NBA and find all my streams there. Again, a live stream every weekday. And I do production work. I do social media work. So yes, I am heavily involved in sports media. Any tips? See, I might get a flagrant here. Any tips? Anybody who wants to get into sports media, I am not special. I bought a microphone and started filming myself with my iPhone. The hardest thing to do is start, but the best advice I can give is start creating content. It is very, very difficult to get any entry-level experience in sports media. Create it yourself. Create your own experience. Learn how to do stuff. Everything I know about Photoshop, video editing, streaming is all self-taught. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's a flagrant. So again, 2 free throws to Lillard. Yeah. Wait, flagrant 2. No. I mean, Siakam, he got fouled, but you also have to keep yourself in check there. Anyways, yeah, my advice to anybody who wants to be involved in sports media, you got to do it yourself. So get a microphone, start recording stuff. You'll only get better on the job. I'm a very hands-on guy. Just start creating your own content. Start a blog. You want to be a writer, start a blog. So when you're applying to jobs, you can show them that. Start a YouTube channel. So when you're applying to jobs, you show them that. Because when I got my job, I didn't have a resume. They just saw my YouTube channel and saw the skills that I displayed in real life on the YouTube. They saw the video editing skills. They saw the speaking in front of a camera skills, the audio skills. So all of these things. All right. Damian Lillard missed one of those free throws, so it's 52-40 here. Blazers getting back in this game, though. Hart backdoor. It looked like he was blocked by Barnes, and they call a foul. Barnes is stunned by that one. Barnes is absolutely stunned by that one. Let's see a replay. And rightfully so, it's all ball. How would that angle have the refs miss that one? Nurse is going to challenge this. It's all ball. It's a clean block. It's a complete fucking stuff at the rim. Raptors surely are getting the ball back here. That was great defense by Barnes. Man, when he's checked in, and you can tell he is today, man, is he a good fucking player. Wow. Love that. They have to overturn this, right? They have to overturn this. Achua's coming back from injury. You got to give him time. What a block, though. Yeah, anybody get in the media, do it yourself. Sorry, don't do it. Create your own content. That's the best advice I can give you. The longer you wait, the longer before you see success. The earlier you start, the earlier you can figure things out. So if you're thinking about starting, it's the hardest part. Just do it, man. You're thinking about it, just do it. If you don't like it, at least you tried and you know it's not for you. Just do it. All right. Raptors so far looking good here. They've led it by as many as 19. Down to 12 at this point, but take nothing away from the way the Raptors are operating on both offense and defense. You're getting really good numbers from Siakam and Barnes right now. They look quite good out there. Good to see. And the defense as a whole has looked excellent from the Raptors. That was a bad call that they'll hopefully overturn here. Sky Barnes will get credit for that absolute stuff on Josh Hart. Yeah, I hate when it's a bad call and you got to waste your challenge. You don't get it back. How bogus is it that you don't get your challenge back if it's successful? Why are you penalized because the ref made a bad call? You know? Makes no goddamn sense. I understand you don't want to have too many, but you should get it. Like if you challenge and you're right, you get another challenge. After that, you only get 2. If you're wrong in your first challenge, that's it. You wasted your challenge, you don't get another one. But if you're correct on the first one, you should get a second one. Why are you penalized because the refs can't do their job? Or, you know what? Not that. They miss a call. It happens, but you shouldn't be penalized for that. All right, back in it here. This should be a quick decision, no? I mean, it's a clean block. That's it. Why are we looking at this still? It's a clean block. What are they deciding here? All right, the refs are sorting out some clock things. Usually this means they're going to overturn, but I cannot assume anything. Successful challenge. So they do see from the replay that Fred fouled him. I guess they can do that. Are they allowed? First of all, I don't see a foul. Second of all, are they allowed to do that? All right. So now I want to know, how far back can you go? Like, that's on the pass there. How far back can you go to review a foul in the buildup? That's weird. Only within the play? Is that okay? I don't know that rule. If that's the rule, fair enough, okay? I don't know the rules. So I'm not suggesting they're fake. I don't know. Another foul or travel called inside. So Nurk hit the shot, but foul been called there. Raptors get the ball back up by 10. I don't think they'll trade for 8. No. The however was, he knew they'd be upset, right? However, Anunoby in mid-range. That's just not your game, OG. That's just not your game, bro. I don't understand that. Lillard at the rim, off of Nurkic's feet, and Raptors come up with it. Here is Siakam. Slows it down. Can't get the ball in transition. Barnes full head of steam. Going to the rack. Has to cycle back up top. Gives it to Trent, who has a floater. Can't hit. Good look there, but gets his own miss. Siakam. And Siakam has it turned over after Lillard gets a steal. And you could hear Siakam's upset with himself there. Grant down low, throws it in. And the Blazers were down by 19 now in an 8-point game here. Blazers cleaning up on both sides of the ball. Raptors not hitting the shots now. Fred for 3. That doesn't fall. Trent, after the Raptors get the rebound. Siakam to Barnes. Straightaway 3. No good. Jumper is just not falling right now for Toronto. Lillard feeds it to Hart. And a jump ball called. Great defense there by Trent to stop the easy layup for Hart and potentially win the ball back for the Raptors. Nice job by Trent there. That's great defense. Thank God he called that foul, man. You never know. All right, Trent on the jump ball. Hart wins it, but tips it right out of bounds. It will be Raptors basketball on the side, up 52-54 here. VanVleet to Siakam. Pass the screen. Wants some room to attack Nurkic. Decides to cycle back up top. Gives it to OG. Corner 3. Good look. Doesn't fall. Rebound Barnes. Up to Siakam. Now Fred. Swings to Gary in the corner. Has a good look for 3. He can't hit. Raptors gone cold here to end the half. And all of a sudden the Blazers are chipping in. Hart layup is it was on the cylinder. It was on the rim, sorry. How does that count? Nurkic tips it in. It looked like it was on the rim, but they say it was. Well, they say it wasn't. So the bucket's good. Barnes responds with a bucket to get a lead back up to 8 points here. Remember, guys, again, if you're enjoying the content, please make sure you have smashed that thumbs up button. Lillard passed a screen there. Gives it to Simons. Simons in the paint. Throws it down. Man, what a jam for a short guy. VanVleet to Trent. Now Barnes outside to Siakam for 3. Can't connect. Back rim and away. Hart to Grant inside as a matchup with Fred. Good matchup here. Can we get some help? We can. Can't quite get the steal, though, after it bounces away. Here's Hart. And a blocking foul called there against Fred. That looked like an offensive foul, but it's an and one. What is going on with the officiating here? Hart, I mean, I've seen flagrants called for that, man. And the one with Nurkic, it's on the rim. That's unbelievable. The ball is on the rim as Nurkic puts it in. How have they missed that call? Okay, really hard done by the officials in the last few minutes here. I dislike complaining about officials, but wow, I have some really tough calls in the last few minutes, man. And it compounded, of course, with the Raptors missing shots, and the 19-point lead the Raptors had has completely evaporated here. Strangely, with the starters coming back in the game who were so good early on. Anunoby to VanVleet. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes free throw line. Jay connects. There you go. Good bucket there. 56-51. Lillard. Shot clock down to 10. 37 seconds to go. Lillard out to Hart. Now Nurkic straightaway three. Doesn't go. Rebound by Trent. 5-point game. Barnes down low. Gives it to OG. Attacking the rim. Using his size, and he's fouled by Nurkic. He's going to head to the free throw line here. All right, see if Anunoby can cash in at the line. Get us going. How strong is OG, by the way, just to move Nurkic off of him like that? How long have I been saying that he's got to use his strength a bit more often than he does? The biggest reason for this difficult stretch, Raptors not hitting the shots that they get. Fred, Siakam, Barnes missing some shots, but all have looked decent tonight so far. Siakam more than decent, I'd say. All right, 58-51, 18.6 seconds. Let's try to get one more stop here to end off the half. Simons, one-on-one with OG. Grant comes to the screen, switches on to Siakam. I don't know. That's still not great. Simons to the rim. Tough bucket, man. Simons got it past Siakam to make it a 5-point game. Achua will heave it here from half court, and it won't go. That will end off the first half of basketball. The Raptors led by as many as 19, but the Blazers fight back into this game despite some good individual performances from Toronto. Let's go into the halftime break here, go over the box score and the team stats, but first, going to take a 2-minute break to grab some water and go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Do not go anywhere as we have an exciting stream coming up for you guys. If you are enjoying so far, please make sure that you are liking the stream. Smash that like button. Let's try to get to 100 likes on today's stream. Don't go anywhere. All right, thank you for waiting. Thank you for your patience. Back for the halftime break over here. Let's talk about what we saw from that first half from the Raptors. It started so well. Raptors got out to a big lead. They were up, what was the score? I think it was 48-29, somewhere along the lines of that. But the Blazers clearly have fought back here. And that 19-point lead that the Raptors had is now down to 5. Blazers brought their starters back in, and they were making a big difference when they came back in compared to the start of the game. Raptors got out to this lead because of some really good defensive play all around. I really like Koloko today. A bit of foul trouble for him. I think saw him withdrawn. Let's see. He's only at how many fouls? Yeah, he's at 3 fouls, so he was playing really well, but foul troubles continue to kind of haunt Koloko, and his stellar defense was kind of missed for the rest of that half. Let's go to the box score that we've seen from the Raptors players. So Siakam seems to be back to his best after a couple of not great games. He's got 15 points, 7 for 11 from the field, 3 assists to go along with that. Good to see. Not good to see with those turnovers, but the jump shots are falling for him once again, which they just weren't the last 2 games. On the other side, we got Fred VanVleet with only 5 points here, but making an impact in other ways. 5 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. He's only 2 for 5 from the field, 40%. That's about what Fred VanVleet shoots on a good day, 40%. He's just operating within the offense, and he's doing a good job at that. People will complain if he shoots too much, and then people complain when he doesn't shoot enough and his points aren't eye-popping numbers. So you can't have everything. Gary Trent also having another good game here. He's been such a difference maker the last few weeks. Hopefully that continues. And Scotty Barnes has looked really, really good tonight, dictating the pace of the offense. He's got 12 points. He's 4 for 7 from the field. On the bench, they were making an impact. Malachi Flynn came in, got a layup. Koloko, as I mentioned, was excellent on defense. Achua has looked quite good in his limited minutes as he's still just trying to get himself back in shape after the injury away from the game. He's talked about how tired he's been out there on the court. Nothing can simulate actual basketball on-court, in-game activities. So he's finding his feet. He'll see his minutes rise up as he gets back into it. On the Blazers side of things, Lillard is going to be himself. Simons is going to score. You know how good he can be. Josh Hart making an influence, plus 12 on the day. That is the second best plus-minus, except for Koloko. Concerning figures are the fact that your bench are really, really playing well today, but your starters, a lot of those guys in the negatives, OG in particular, at minus 11. So we're seeing the starters of the Blazers beat us up in that stretch to get back in this game. Let's go to the team stats. Raptors shooting has really diminished, and part of these struggles, some poor officiating along the way, but mostly Raptors shots were not falling near the end of that second half. A bit of a cold stretch had us down to 48% for the field, which is fine, but 3-point percentage under 30% in this game. That needs to be better. Blazers also taking advantage of the whistle. 15 free throws compared to 6 for us. Rebounding-wise, we've seen a bit of an advantage in that category, 22-19. The turnovers are where the Raptors can make their biggest difference. 9 forced, only committing 4. Even try to commit as little as possible, force as many as possible, because we saw in the Bucks game, we forced 28, still weren't able to win that game. It's a key feature of the Raptors game to force turnovers. They do lead the league in that category. Let's go through the chat. What are people saying about the game? What do you guys think so far? I wish we had Jeremy Grant. I mean, the player's not really a good fit for him with the team, the amount of forwards that we have. I really, really wanted him when he was a free agent. I was upset there didn't seem to be a big play by the Raptors to go and get Jeremy Grant. He's also taken another level to his game since that point. But overall, look, Raptors, we've had so many problems. We're tied at half. We're not tied. We're up at half. We've seen some flashes of really good basketball. I thought the first quarter was one of the best team performances that we've seen all season. The way they were moving the ball, the way they were defending a team. So I just want to see more like this. Can we get out to a bigger advantage here in the third quarter? We know how bad some third quarters have been for the team this season. So really, really are hoping that we can just find our feet here and make it happen in the third quarter? No. Do we have the adjustments that can be made here to make sure that we do have that good third quarter? A lot of question marks that we have. Can we figure it out? Up to Nick Nurse, up to the team to get it done. Hit some shots. Scoot and Scott commercial about to go crazy. If that's the direction the team listens, Scoot Henderson seems like a match made in heaven with the Raptors in the point guard position, the athleticism he brings. He's like exactly potentially what this Toronto Raptors team needs. But you got to get really damn lucky to get a top 2 pick in the draft. And you got to be that low to get that luck. We'll see what the plan is for the Raptors. Again, we don't know what the plan is for this team. Reports are suggesting the Raptors were looking around for Kelly Oubre. That seems like the front office is looking for a win now. We've lost a lot of games since then, so maybe it's not quite as bad. Maybe the front office sees it a lot worse now than it was before. A lot of different things can happen still. I really, really want to see a commitment to a direction, but has not been forthcoming as of yet. I would say at this point, you got to keep that pick. You really do got to keep that pick because it's looking like it's going to be a really valuable pick. If you're going to trade, I don't even think you should trade it. The prospect of putting your name in the hat for a Scoot Henderson or a Victor Wembanyama is very intriguing. So, the Thompson brothers are also in the mix in that area. This is a great year to have that pick if you're going to be a bad team. And yeah, I know we're winning, but this team has been more bad than good throughout the season. That's for damn sure. Wow. We'll see, though. A lot of basketball left. As I mentioned, we're not even halfway through the season yet. Is this the halfway game? This is not the 2 more games, including today, until we're halfway through the season. So just about halfway. A lot of basketball, but things are looking good. Thompson twins are risky picks. Why are they risky? There seems to be a lot of talent there. I'm not as in tune with the draft yet. I just know a few names in there. Obviously, near the top right now. We need to see Joe Wieskamp play. Like, do we, though? Do we? Why do we need to see a G Leaguer play? Raptors have a guy on the bench who just squirts lotion on your hands at command. That's crazy. Did you guys see that? Imagine OG Scotty 4 years from now. I'd like them to both be on the Raptors, that's for sure. Oh, I saw something funny in chat. Oh, man. All right, that's enough of this halftime. Let's get in the game here. I'm ready to go. It's afternoon. I got my full night ahead of me here. Let's get this game going again, huh? Get this one over with. No matter what team you want to be, OG is a guy who's got to roll somewhere. I think he's an important player to keep a hold of. Can I say her name? Elakian. Probably didn't say that correctly, but sure. I'm going to drop a like, guys, if you are enjoying it all. OG is the actual heart soul. I don't know if he is. I don't know if this team has one of those. Maybe we don't know what goes on in the dressing rooms or in the practices or anything like that. I trade Pascal before OG. It's all relevant to the offer. If you get like a fantastic freaking offer for Siakam, you get young players, 3 firsts, yeah. But if OG is getting massive returns, then maybe that's one you look at. If you're going to completely build around Scotty Barnes, I think OG should be a part of that process as well. You're talking about giving Scotty Barnes more of the offensive load. Well, how about giving OG more of the offensive load? I think that's also a very interesting avenue to pursue in that situation. And I think he complements Barnes really well with the way that he plays. Bench has been playing well. So, I don't know. You could go to Wieskamp just to add in some shooting, just to give us a sprinkle of what he does. But remember, he hasn't really practiced with the team, so he may not know the plays. And if you don't know the plays on defense, the rotations, you can get lost really quickly playing with this Raptors team. So that's stuff you got to keep in mind as well before we see him play. But, hey, if he plays, cool. I'd like to see him play, see what he's got, see if he can knock down some shots for us at the NBA level, right? But it's clear the Raptors put an emphasis on shooting when they made that 10-day signing. It's clear where the front office understands where one of the biggest problem lies with the team in that shooting department, of course. This halftime long or what, man? It's been going on forever. What's the scores around the league? Are there other games going on right now? I know the Pistons are playing the Sixers. Let's have a look there. Sixers up 98-82 right at the end of the third quarter against the Pistons. The only other game is the one we are currently playing in. All right, fire away some questions in chat. Try to get us through the rest of this halftime here. Any questions you've got for me? Let's see. Someone said, don't tank for MB. You only get a 40% chance. Well, yeah, there's always other players available. But yeah, you have the worst record. You still only have a 14% chance of getting him. It's crazy, right? So that decentivizes the tank a little bit more, for sure. But, you hope to land in and around that area. You can still land a really good player. Scotty told Thad to shut the fuck up. I didn't see that. That'd be funny, though. Maybe not funny. That'd be crazy if he did that. 40% top 5 pick. That's still crazy, isn't it? There's a 60% chance you don't get a top 5 pick. Man. What would I do if I was GM? I'd resign and say, fuck that. I'm not doing this job. I'd rather talk about it. I don't want to be the GM. Holding guys accountable, by the way, is not a problem on the court. If a guy doesn't do his job, it's not a bad thing to hold people accountable. Zach Edey, that's respectfully not a reason to get yourself in the draft hat. He might go undrafted. Ethan Curry, I'm eating some wings later. I am absolutely fired up for that. Football and wings. What else do you want in life, huh? All right, back in it for the second half. Thank you for sticking with me throughout the halftime period. And we have a new sub to start off the second half. Dropping Deuces has subscribed. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Appreciate that. And as we get started, Scotty Barnes throws down the dunk. Dropping Deuces to subscribe yourself to a watch party for every single Raptors game. And on top of that, videos all throughout the week talking about the Raptors. If you want to subscribe like Dropping Deuces for all that content, you can, and you can join the Amateur Hour Army. Lillard looking to respond. Raptors up by 7 now. Oh, the pass was deflected, but right back to Lillard. Unfortunate there. Lillard, layup is off the mark. Rebound, or shot clock violation. So Raptors get the ball back on another shot clock violation forced up there. MLSE trying to sell this. VanVleet and Siakam carrying the torch from Colin Kawhi. Look, you're going to look for marketing stuff, but at the end of the day, MLSE don't control the roster. Siakam, pass the screen in mid-range. Can't get it to go from there. Siakam, 7 for 12 from the game with 15 points. Let's hope for more of the same in the second half. Grant backing down Siakam now. Hold your ground, Pascal. Tough shot for Grant. Doesn't go. Rebound. Nice job by Siakam to hunt for that rebound as well with Yusuf Nurkic. Always lurking at the rim. VanVleet to Barnes. Back to VanVleet. Off a screen. In the corner. OG for 3. OG. Oh my. Connects. I've not been able to California Sandwich yet. It will be a while before I go, but I will let you know what I do. Let's see. If you're not going to win a championship, then saving money is something you could look at. Grant for 3. No good. Rebound by VanVleet. OG to Siakam. One-on-one with Simons. Good matchup here, Pascal. Get to the rim. Nice kick out to OG. Open for 3. No good this time. Nice feed by Siakam. You need those open ones for sure. Simons for 3. Rims out. Rebound by Barnes. Raptors coming the other way now with VanVleet. VanVleet stops. Feeds OG. Hart defending. What do the Raptors have here? They have Siakam in a mismatch with Simons. They go to Barnes for a short floater, and Scotty Barnes automatic from those areas at his best, and hits it this time. "7-0 run for Toronto, 65-53. 7 run to start the half. Here come the Raptors again with VanVleet, but a foul called. Transition foul, so that will be some a free throw here for the Raptors. Love this transition foul that you can't just stop a fast break with a foul now. Great job by the NBA adding this rule and taking advantage in situations like this, especially when Trent can connect at the line. 8-0 run for the Raptors to open up the second half. 66-53 here. Sorry, you see me looking here. I have football on my phone. 66 now to 53. Portland open up the half, 0 for 5 from the field. OG to Fred, open for 3. Open for business. Fred VanVleet dropping the 3. And the Raptors with an 11-0 run to start the second half. They lead the Blazers 69-53. Great response by the starters, who really got outplayed in the second quarter. Well, not so far in the third quarter. And we know how much the Raptors have struggled in these third quarters. So very, very good to see there. Unusual third quarter for sure by the Raptors win. But when your offense is knocking down their shots, anything is possible. And also, getting some good stops on defense does help us out as well. Nurkic. Baby Nurk. Man, everybody's everybody's roasting Nurkic here. Has the NFL decided what to do with the Bills game? Game's not happening. They're just going to cancel the game. And they decided to not have a home seed or a home team for the possible matchups for the basic conference finals, which I don't really agree with, but I don't think there was a winning solution here. It was a difficult situation. They had to just do the best they could with it. Scotty Barnes, 16 points now for Scotty. That's certainly a big deal. 16 for Scotty, which leads the Raptors 6 for 9. From the jump, he looked like he was a lot more engaged in today's game than we've seen from other games. Just getting to the rim, actually getting to the rim, not just with the ball in his hands, but off ball getting to the rim where you can get some easy buckets, getting the ball in those areas where he can just grab the ball and score. Excuse me. Scotty's game high was 28 this season. I think he's done 28 a couple of times now. Long time Bills fan. I'm sorry for you, man. All right. Back in it here. Out of the timeout. Raptors up 69-53. They are on an 11-0 run to start off the second half. We've seen some really poor second half performances from the Raptors, third quarter in particular. But today, we're getting great numbers by the Raptors so far. Only just the start of this third quarter here. Simons inside to Grant, and a foul by Fred. It's on the ground, so on the floor, excuse me. So to side out here. I am not a Bills fan. I don't hate him, but I'm not a Bills fan. Raptors forced another turnover. Camera was not showing the game, so we didn't see it. But Siakam to Barnes. Now OG has a lane. Take that. He's stripped. All right. Good looks. Got stripped, though. Here come the Blazers the other way. Lillard to nobody. Out of bounds. Another turnover by the Blazers. So from the timeout, they've turned the ball over on both of their possessions. Barnes. Nurkic defending. Now Siakam for three. Siakam connects. Pascal, much improved today, and we've been looking for it. The run extends to 14 points to start the second half. 14-0 run by Toronto. I remember Phoenix. Hart, layup is no good. Nurkic can't haul in the rebound, but a foul been called. The whistle, man. Christ. Murad says, I can't believe I'm saying this. Don't let Pascal touch the ball. Bad timing, man. Guy just goes ISO, killing our ball movement. Bad timing for that one, buddy. Back to a 19-point game where the Raptors have been in this position before. Nurkic throws it out of bounds. A third turnover in a row by the Blazers, and here come the Raptors again. Siakam pushes off, and a blocking foul called. Are they to count the and one? They do not look like they'll be calling the and one. Be side out here. Raptors basketball after the Jeremy Grant foul. Good call. Moving his feet still. Yeah, it's the right calls on the floor. Gary Trent on the inbound. Backing down Lillard. Turning off. Tough shot. I mean, great defense by Lillard. He read that one like a book. Lillard bringing it forward for Portland. Looking to get their first point of the half. Lillard layup is good. Their first points of the second half, and it took them 4.5 minutes to do so. Raptors lead by 17. OG finds Barnes hidden there. Barnes stripped by Lillard. A couple big stops by Lillard. Now Simons past Fred. Good help. Great help defense by Siakam. Forces the turnover. OG the other way. Loses it, and it's out of bounds for a Blazers ball. All right, let's clean it up. Let's clean it up here, huh? Lillard attacking the paint, floats it up to Nurkic, who will hit the layup. 72-57. 15-point game now. VanVleet, nice feed to Barnes. He nearly loses it. Kick to OG. He gets fouled. Okay, he gets fouled. He OG in the corner there. But it's okay. He gets fouled. He's being aggressive. Liking a bit of selfishness sometimes for Barnes. That was great defense by Siakam there. By the way, that play before. To recognize that. So Siakam with opportunity for two at the line. A technical on Fred. What just happened? Oh, all right. Lillard hits free throw. Fred got a tech. I don't know what for. So 14-point game. He said something to the ref. She didn't like it. I hate fucking technicals like that. Who is favorite to win the Larry O'Brien? Probably Boston. I actually don't know. 73-50 after Barnes hits the first free throw. Second one is up here, and it's also good. Barnes cashes in for two at the line, and it is 74-58. Screening is huge, of course. Raptors nearly force another turnover here. Simons keeps the handle. Shot clock going down, though. Damian Lillard, tough shot. But a foul in mid-range. Would love to see that one again. Couldn't really see foul on the initial shot of that one. Let's see. I don't think they're going to show it. Regardless, Damian Lillard going to head to the line here. First free throw is good. Damian Lillard, obviously, an excellent free throw shooter. Game's far from over. I will say that. 18.5 minutes to go. Game is far from over here. Lillard can get this to a 14-point game with the free throw, and he does. 74-60 here. Raptors have been excellent to start the third quarter. Taking that 5-point lead, got it up to 19. It's now at 14. Siakam to Barnes. Now VanVleet in the corner, steps inside. Tough layup. That's not it. That's not it. Lillard take it forward again. Blazers putting a bit of a run together now. Lillard seems to be in the mood to take over this game, and another bucket for Lillard. It might be Dame time here. Lillard is getting aggressive and seeing results. Barnes trying to score past Nurkic, and it rims out. 12-point game. I'm getting nervous. Lillard, one-on-one with OG. Step back in mid-range. Oh, OG says no. Blocks the jumper. What a play on defense. OG is so good, man. Next two games are against the Hornets. Sixers were up by 16 after. We'll pull it up now. Siakam was fouled. Sixers are up 114-91 with 6:34 to go in the game. Wow, that OG block was disgusting, man. What a play. All right, so Raptors saw some success with the rotations earlier in the game. So going back to Koloko here, he's in foul trouble, but he was excellent in that first quarter. So hopefully, or in the first half. So hopefully more of the same. Hopefully no fucking fouls, though. Excuse me. All right. Siakam at the line, 75-62. Free throw is good here, 76-62. Back to 14 points. Guys, want to remind you, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to smash that like button. Support the channel. It does go a long way to helping the channel grow, get us some more recommended pages. Another foul call against the Raptors. Whistle has not been kind in the last 12 minutes of game time. But again, smash that like button, support the channel. Let's try to get to 100 likes on our stream today if you are enjoying. And please be sure to subscribe if you want to see more Raptors content just like this. Videos all throughout the week and live stream watch parties for every Raptors game. Join the Amateur Hour Army today. Jeremy Grant at the line hits the first free throw, trying to bring this lead down to 14 for the Raptors, who have looked good to start the half. Raptors, Knicks, January 16th is a 3 p.m. Kings of Rogers game day. That's cool. I like the early games. I like just, unless it's a work day, then in which case I will not like the 16th being a game day. Siakam, tough shot there, and it's out of bounds for a Blazers ball. Siakam is kind of like, the jump he's taken and drawing contact this season is really elevating his game. It makes him so difficult to stop. OG with his steal. Here come the Raptors. OG is fouled by Lillard, and that's going to be shots. OG looks a bit hurt there. He just tried to swim through the contact. Lillard didn't mean anything malicious with it, but great job on defense again by the Raptors. And it's a foul. OG will head to the line here, looking to cash in for 2. Raptors in the bonus now, so I guess we've been getting the whistle too. We're in the bonus here. Let me see the 16th. What day of the week is that? It is a Monday. Monday, 3 p.m. Wow. I literally can't stream. I'm literally on work hours. So the 16th, I will not be streaming because I will be working. That's a weird day for a weird day and time for a Raptors game. But for Martin Luther King Day, of course. Damian Lillard bringing the ball up for the Blazers. Lillard. For 3. Off balance, no good. Fred, nice rebound. Nice box out on Josh Hart. Up by 14. Looking to pile on now. VanVleet to OG. Now Siakam. Josh Hart on him. Double comes with Eubanks. Siakam just wants to take this matchup. Fades away. Is that the best we could have done, Pascal? Blazers go the other way with Grant, who misses the layup, but it's tipped in by Hart. I think they're calling the initial one as a foul. Not sure. They'll be on the initial play, so I think Grant is heading to the line here. Hart tipped it anyway, so better for the Raptors to have the call there. Siakam in isolation. No, not killing us. Our best player getting the most touches is not a problem. Period. Grant makes both free throws. It's down to a 12-point lead now. 4:14 to go. 16 minutes to go in this game. Raptors in a prime position to win this game, but we've seen this one before, and they don't get over the line. We'll see here. OG in the paint, kick out to Hernan Gomez. Now Siakam. Siakam wants to take on Hart. Looking for a lane, goes up and is fouled. Siakam going to head back to the line here. Nice job by Pascal to draw that contact. Almost scored as well, but chance to pick up both points at the line. They get this lead back to 14. Siakam looking like himself again today after a couple of sloppy games. He is above 50% from the field currently, and that free throw makes it 21 points on the night. Second free throw here would obviously make it 22. Phoenix, I agree with you. But it's too much to ask of the offense this season. I mean, it shouldn't be, but apparently it is. Siakam hits both free throws, 80-66. By the way, we spoke about it a while ago, but the Changchun place, that's like the on-court sponsor right now. I tried it for the first time last week, and it was damn good. Lillard, oh my God. He tried to destroy Koloko. They call a foul. Koloko is adamant it was the wrong call. He got all ball, it looked like, on the initial play. Let's see a replay here. Raptors have obviously used their challenge already, even though it was successful. Koloko goes up and just stuffs the shit out of him. That's clean, man. That's clean. Lillard first free throw. Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie, baby. That's straight up a clean block, man. Gotta reward good defense. It's a garbage call. Second time. And Koloko in foul trouble. Lillard's second free throw is good. Oh, they called a tech? They must have called a tech. You know what? That's a word. You've earned getting a technical for that. Lillard's third free throw is good, so still gets the 2 points. It's a bad call, man. It's a bad call. Koloko could have let him dunk, but he goes up, makes a play, gets the clean block, and he's penalized. So frustrating. Siakam going at the rim, and Eubanks got out of the way, but Siakam misses. And it called for a foul. How is it a foul? Oh, Siakam was out of bounds. Okay. All right. No foul. So not a foul. Siakam was out of bounds as he tried to get the ball. Siakam, man, he had a layup there he missed. Lillard gives it to Grant. Grant back out top to Lillard, defended by OG. 80-68, Lillard to Shaedon Sharpe, who travels. And the Raptors maintain their double-digit lead here with 3:17 to go in the quarter. Drop a like again, guys, if you are enjoying the content. Appreciate the support today. VanVleet to Koloko. Wow, Koloko responds and throws it down. God damn. All over Drew Eubanks. Not a good defender. And Koloko put the body on him afterwards as well. Eubanks looking to respond, misses the layup, but a blocking foul called. Man, the whistle right now is seemingly unfavorable towards the Raptors. But timeout been called, and we'll take a little bit of a break here. But overall, Raptors offense is just keeping consistent here, keeping the Portland Trail Blazers at bay. And some more Koloko slams like that would be very nice to see. I left a little bit extra on Eubanks after. Gotta love the confidence from a rookie, a second-round pick rookie as well. All right. Hope the fuck we don't lose from here, man. That'd be so unfortunate from this position. Let's pull up some of the stats from the game today. Individual numbers for the Raptors. So one thing in particular, I mean, Nurkic is bullying the glass. We're doing our best from the field with him, but 15 rebounds for Nurk. Raptors side of things, Siakam has found his feet again. 22 points on 8 for 16 shooting. Reminder, we're still in the third quarter here. Crazy numbers. Barnes has been excellent tonight. Engaged from the jump. 18 points on 6 for 11 shooting. Gary Trent doing his thing as usual. Fred doing a great job all around here. He's 8 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. This is a Fred VanVleet stat line that I can certainly live with, the way he's just enabling everybody around him to play some of their best basketball. Bench was great in the first half. They've kept it going here in the second half, giving us some good minutes. Koloko has been a really good player for us today so far. And it's an unusual sight. A lot of different things clicking. The only real struggle you have, OG not shooting the ball as well as he can, of course, but a lot of things are clicking on both ends of the court today. So it's, I mean, the Raptors, they're a good team when things are clicking. And as you can see, Portland are a solid team. They're 500, 82-68 here. I like to see the bench all plus as well, all positive as well. They had a really, really good stretch start of the second quarter to get us here. 10-5, that's unrealistic. 10 assists, pretty unrealistic. Yeah, Fred, though, he's playing well. He's playing well. You know, eight points is not eye-popping, but people ask him to shoot less. He's just doing his job out there. Not taking really any shots out of rhythm, allowing guys to thrive here, and guys like Barnes and Siakam are taking full advantage of that situation. I stopped streaming on Twitch. No, I am currently live on Twitch. It's a weird question to ask while I'm actively on Twitch streaming. All right, Drew Eubanks at the line here and misses the first one. Raptors, what a big thing on defense, been forcing the turnovers today, which has been nice. Only 5 turnovers for Toronto. Big difference, man. That's what we do. That's what we do best. Not many things we do well, but that is one of them. Eubanks misses both free throws, but the rebound goes to the Blazers. However, Malachi Flynn ties it up with Walker for a jump ball. And that's just Siakam got to do his job in the box out. Didn't box out well enough. So Flynn will lose this jump ball. Let's see what we can do after that, though. They're adjusting the game clock. Okay, so just saying if the Blazers win the jump, it'll be a 14-second shot clock, and that is the case here. Simons has it. Switches on to Thad, feeds it to Eubanks, but it's off his leg, and the Raptors force another turnover here. Siakam to Hernan Gomez. Now Thaddeus Young in the low block. Kicks it back up to Siakam. Take on Eubanks here. Feeds Thad. Good look for Thad, and gets the bounce off the rim. Nice play by the old man of the team, Thaddeus Young. No pun intended. Sharp now to Simons. Raptors lead 84-68 here. Simons gets past Flynn. Feeds Sharp, who is called for the charge. Thaddeus Young stepping in on defense and getting the stop. Lovely stuff there. Flynn bringing it forward. Did he just travel? Juancho handoff to Siakam. Siakam, nice feed to Thad, who is stuffed at the rim by Walker. Siakam gets it back, though, and is fouled. Nice play by Siakam. Nice hustle to get it back. And that was a really good block on Thad after a really nice feed from Siakam. But instead of the assist, Siakam will look to get some points at the line. What a play by Walker. Wow. But Siakam, active hands, gets in there, gets the rebound, and will now look for two. 84-68 with 1:59 to go in the third. This game's taken forever, man. It's a slow-paced game. Siakam free throw is good. This could get the Raptors lead up to 18 points. It, of course, has been higher. It has been as much as, what was it? 19. Sorry. Blanked there. And the second free throw is no good. So 85 is the number for the Raptors, up by 17 here. Simons to, who the fuck is this? Eubanks now. Simons again. Raptors defense is solid here. Don't foul. Don't foul. Who is this? Three-pointer is short. Raptors get the rebound. Thad will get it forward to OG, who puts on a show and throws it down. Raptors are jumping here. 87-68 now in the game. 7-0 run by Toronto. 87-68. Third time the Raptors have led by 19 in this game. Eubanks to Simons. Simons for three, and it looked like there was some contact, and it is a foul. Half-court offense has been much better today. The ball movement's just there. The ball movement is really, really nice today. It's one of the better performances of the season from an offensive standpoint. And I'd say also from a defensive standpoint, this is a good Blazers team, and you're going to limit them to less than 75 points likely in three quarters. A lot of things going right today for the Raptors. A lot of things clicking together and helping lead us to this position where we're going to be going into the fourth with a sizable advantage. Game's not over, but it would be something to not win the game from here. Best they've looked in quite a while. Agreed. But Simons has the 3 free throws here, and he's made the first 2, so game is down to 17. Fred has looked really good today in rhythm. Would I trade Boucher? I mean, look, if you can get good value, you could trade anybody. Siakam with the right. Can't hit. Wanted that one. Man, you could hear him after missing that one. I remember the 360 dunk attempt. Simons going at Thad inside. Or it's Thaddeus Young drawing his second charge in quick succession. Thaddeus Young not seeing many minutes in the last couple of weeks, but getting them today and playing well in those minutes. Malachi Flynn to Young. Flynn bringing it forward Gets it up top to Thad. Ooh, almost throws it away. Siakam 1-on-1 with Sharp. Siakam wants this. Gets fouled. Puts it up. And cannot get it to fall, but he will head to the line for 2. Grandpa Thad. He did a 360. I can 360 on like, oof, now. I probably can still do it on an 8-foot rim. I've never dunked and never will dunk. 9 feet. I've dunked on 9 feet. I don't think I could dunk on 9 feet anymore. I think I could 360 on an 8 though. Still, maybe not. Siakam free throws cash in. 89-71 here. 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock separated by 3. Blazers looking to get another bucket to end off their pretty abysmal quarter here. Lobbed up and no good. Thaddeus Young rebound. Raptors have some time with Achua. 7 seconds. Achua gets his own miss, but an offensive... They're going to count the bucket, actually. Sorry, so Achua has a goaltending called against, or for him, I guess. They're going to count the basket, and they're going to decide if it's a foul as well here, I think. Let's see what they come up with. They're talking it out. I don't know if it came off the backboard or was already on the way down, or maybe both. But they're going to count the bucket for Achua. So it's a foul, and he goes up. So Sharp, I think, touched the rim, which would count the bucket. What do they get the scores table for? So Sharp touched the rim, so that bucket should count. But they're also seeing if it was a foul. Got banned from the court for too much sweat and hair exposed in those badges. If you banned me over sweat, I'd get banned for sure. What are we talking about right now? This is not reviewable, is it? A tech on Sharp. A technical foul on Sharp. What the fuck is going on right now? Let's make a decision. All right, looks like we've come to our decision. So a technical's been called, which will send Siakam to the line. I don't know if Achua will also shoot free throws. I don't know if they've also counted the bucket either. Siakam misses the free throw. Again, I don't know if they counted Achua's bucket. It would appear they have not counted it. They have not adjusted the score. But they called it initially. Did they take that away? So they're not counting the Achua bucket now. And Eubanks wins the jump ball, 89-71. Full court, half court even, bam. Simons drills it to end the quarter. And the Raptors, instead of leading by 18, will lead by 15 going into the fourth quarter. Damn, that wasn't half court. It was far, though, 35 feet or so. What a shot by Simons. Oh, well, it was a bank. But Raptors lead 89-74 here. I've had a lot of water. I got to piss, and I'm going to be right back. We'll quickly go through the box score. And, of course, get into the fourth quarter. Raptors with an opportunity to grab a win here. And it'd just be nice to see a win after all these losses. While I'm gone, be sure to drop a like on the stream, everybody. All right, so bringing up the box score here, Siakam has been the best player by far for the Raptors. High volume, slightly under 50% shooting, 25 points though, and 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, none in the second half thus far. Great to see. Other than that, Barnes is having an excellent game, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 for 11 shooting. Gary Trent doing his thing. VanVleet going about his business, 8 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Really good game, only 7 shots, not forcing anything, all in rhythm, helping the team play at their best. Every single Toronto Raptors player is in the positive on their plus minus, which is absolutely great to see. Bench, a lot better from them than we've seen in some recent games as well. Team stat-wise, Raptors shooting got better in that third quarter where they started up by 5, up by 15 now. 45, 46 from the field, 38 from 3. Biggest difference is going to be the turnovers. 23 turnovers for them compared to 19 turnovers for them compared to 6 for the Raptors. Very good to see. All right, back in it for the fourth quarter. Again, like the stream if you guys are enjoying. We still want to get to 100 likes on today's stream. And if you want to see more Raptors content just like this and videos all throughout the week, be sure to subscribe to Amateur Hour Sports. My head's itchy. This is a TSN game, yes. Excuse me. Hornets up by 11. Jesus Christ. Nurkic puts it in with the right and gets to go. 13-point game. Raptor with a huge chance to end the losing streak here. Achua. Blocking foul called against Grant, which will be a side out for the Raptors. Achua still working his way back from injury. Would have expected a bit more time for him today, though. Excuse me. Something in my throat. Achua to Thaddeus Young. Out to Malachi Flynn. Flynn to Trent. Gary Trent in mid-range does not get it to go. Rebounded by Josh Hart and the Blazers. Lillard in the paint. Thad defending. Good defense. Can he haul in the rebound? Yes, he can. Thaddeus Young. Excellent game from him. And it continues. Flynn kicks out to Trent. Has an opening for 3. Doesn't go. You kind of expect him to hit at this point, the way he's playing. Flynn to Boucher in the corner. Chris Boucher can connect. Bonjour, Chris Boucher. 92-76 after Boucher knocks down the corner 3. And Thad nearly gets to steal on Nurkic. Another 50-50 foul there. Nice play. Hey, good feed. Extra pass there from Flynn. Boucher. Try to get his confidence up a little bit. Simons for 3. Doesn't go. Long rebound goes right into Grant's hands, unfortunately. Hart to Lillard. Deep 3. We know he has that range, and he shows it off there. Back to a 13-point game with that Lillard 3. Malachi Flynn bringing it forward. Gives it to Trent. Trent to Thad. Straightaway 3 for Thad. Doesn't go, and Grant hauls that in. Ball's out of bounds. I think it is a Blazers ball on the baseline. 92-79 here. The Raptors play tomorrow? What's the schedule this week? Simons up top, defended by Trent. Gets it inside to Nurkic. Thad deflects it away. Another great job on defense by Thad. Man, this guy's been outstanding tonight. Raptors play Tuesday, Thursday this week. Okay. Ooh, a light week. Inbound right to Hart, and that's some poor defense by Toronto there. Malachi Flynn brings it forward now for the Raptors. Flynn to Thaddeus Young. Now Trent takes the floater, and he hits it. It's been a lot better with that floater this season, and it's an element to his game that was needed and is working well. 94-81, 9 minutes to go. The next two games are the Hornets games. Grant in the corner hits. The Blazers refuse to go away, and all of a sudden, it's at 10. Raptors have led by 19 on 3 separate occasions here, but the Blazers have consistently fought back. Just trying to postpone as long as possible before you get the starters back. Blazers seemingly going with the starters the entire fourth quarter here. Hart to Lillard. And let's get another stop here. Nurkic to Lillard, deep three. We know he has it, and he hits it again. Timeout Raptors. They'll get their starters back in, but it is a game where the Raptors led by 15 coming to the fourth. It's now 7, and when it's Dame time, it's Dame time. Second deep three. Best range in the NBA. It's something that you come to expect from Lillard. It's been such a good game. I'd be so upset if they find a way to lose from here, man. But still up by 7. Bench got cooked. Blazers just playing extra minutes for their bench. Raptors didn't want to overuse their starters. Had that cushion with the 15 points. But it put us in a bit of a tough spot here. You wish the bench could have kind of given us more of a buffer, but here you are, only in a 7-point game now. All right, get the starters back out. Start hitting some shots, man. I mean, yeah, look, the Nurse wanted to give the starters a bit of a break there. Blazers, full throttle. Time for the starters to get the job done. They had a good third quarter. Let's see if they can have a good fourth quarter as well. We can do it. I mean, once Dame gets going, though, I fear for being able to stop him. But we've had some success today. He's been on and off tonight. What's his overall stat line? Lillard is 8 for 18 with 26 points. Jeez. Blazers bench has 3 points total. Weird to see the opposition with that number. Their starters have, the starters have 84 points. All 5 starters for the Blazers into double digits in this game. Wow. So bench made it. That's why the bench isn't playing for the Blazers. That's why they went starters, or rather are going with the starters for the full fourth quarter. Three points is crazy. Their bench is likely going to finish this game with 3 points. Because I don't see them coming back in this game. You gotta beat this team. You gotta beat this team. Lillard's so fucking good, man. All right, I love Damian Lillard, by the way. Drop a like if you guys are enjoying. Let's see if the Raps can get all the way forward and win this game. Fred VanVleet to OG. Now Siakam. Siakam switches on to Grant. Starters are in for the Raptors. Didn't need to tell you that. A foul or a 3 in the key, potentially call. A 3-second violation will give Gary Trent an opportunity at the line to bring this up to 8 points. That's true. How can you not like Dame? How can you not like Damian Lillard? You have to be an all-time hater to not like Damian Lillard. All this guy does is play ball and stay loyal. Can't hate that. Plays it a respectable way. How can you hate? Siakam. Kick out. No, not kick out, but passes to Trent. Now Fred for 3. He's off the mark there. Fred 3 for 8 from the field, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, or 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Lillard, wow, what a pass. The heart doesn't go. Raptors catch a break. 8-point game. Siakam to nobody. Or rather, it was tipped off the Blazers. And is a Raptors ball. No, they are switching the call to a Blazers ball thrown away by Siakam there. Portland have tried, man. Hard for these markets to get one. They're discussing who it went off of. It seems to be a disagreement from the refs. And they come to an agreement now. It is Raptors basketball. So not a turnover by Pascal. They challenge. I don't think they're going to challenge. Or are they? It looks like Chauncey is going to challenge this one. So, all right. They're going to get it right here, I think, from a Portland challenge, is it? Whatever it is, they're going to have a look, I think, and see what we get. Raptors up by 8 points as we stand. And as we stand, they do have the ball and do have possession. We are 25 likes away from 100. If you guys have enjoyed the content thus far, would really appreciate it if you stepped up and dropped a like. And if you want to see more Raptors content like this, a live stream watch party for every Raptors game, and also videos throughout the week that break down and analyze this team, you can subscribe to the channel. Help us on the road to 14,000 subscribers. Crazy. And we're talking about 14K on this channel. All thanks to you guys. What is going on with the Dallas Cowboys? How about them Cowboys, man? Jesus Christ. Down by 13 to the already eliminated Washington Commanders. If you hear, however, the ball tipped off a Blazers player. However, we noticed 5 minutes ago that Siakam committed a foul that we didn't call. The however was just funny. Thank you for the likes that just came in. Appreciate that, guys. All right, 7:46 to go. Raptors have led by 19 on 3 completely separate occasions here. But the Blazers do not go away. When Lillard switches it on, he can pile up points, as NBA fans would know. And he has absolutely done that tonight. 26 points for him. But on the other side, we have our own superstar, if you will. Not quite to Lillard's standard, but Siakam's got 25 in this game on 8 for 17 shooting. We'll see how far he can go here. Fred tonight, anybody keeping tabs on that? He's 3 for 8 from the field, which isn't great, but 8 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. He's only taken the 8 shots through 3 quarters, 3 and a bit. He's playing within the rhythm of the team, and he's looking good doing so. Take a bit of a step back tonight. All right, getting back into the game here. We'll see what has been decided. If there was a challenge or what, I don't really know what has happened, but I believe it was a challenge by Chauncey Billups. So Siakam, bro, he just threw it straight up out of bounds. How did they even? Okay, I didn't see the critical. Siakam literally threw that straight out of bounds, and the refs actually decided it was Raptors ball. That was. Yeah, okay. Good challenge by Chauncey. That was so strange. Gary Trent, though, gets the steal. Finds Siakam. You got to pass that, Gary. Oh, and he gives it right back to the Blazers. Man, Gary, you got to get that lead pass in there. That's 2 free points they gave you. What was he thinking there? How did he not pass that? He did the good thing. He got the steal, but he had Siakam right there for 2 and didn't pass. And then turned it right back. That's ugh. All right. Lillard, ooh, good defense there. Taking away the 3-point shot. What's OG got 1v1? Lillard, you know he wants it. And he baits into the foul and 1. Holy shit, Dame. 5 fouls now on OG as well. This could be a problem. 5 on OG. Lillard is at the line to make this a 5-point game. If Raptors lose this, I'm going to close chat. By the way, just to let you guys know. I'm not nervous for these games. How about you guys? I don't feel the nerves anymore. Because, like, if we lose, then, you know, what's our percentage for the first pick? Fred, airballs a 3 there. Yikes. That's going to sit well with everybody. Hart all the way in transition, and it's 95-92, and it feels like the inevitable is about to come here. 95-92. Raptors led by 15 to start the quarter, and now it's a one-possession game. Barnes right to the rim, showing some aggression, makes it a 5-point game again. Lillard step back through. No, couldn't get the shot off. Good defense by Barnes. Lillard gets by Barnes. Now out to Grant for 3. Doesn't go. Lillard rebound. Why did nobody play defense? Why did nobody box him out? It's an easy 2 for Lillard. What the fuck are we doing there? Barnes has his hands up. He's got to be fucking playing defense. Trent to Barnes. Out to Fred for 3. This one is money. Fred VanVleet drops in the 3-pointer and makes it a 6-point game. Big shot, Fred. Just responds after the air ball and makes it. Lillard layup this time is no good. Okay, good stops. Energy is high in the Scotiabank Arena crowd. Fred for 3 again, and he drops the 3 again. Fred VanVleet, back-to-back threes. He's pumped, and the Raptors lead by 9 points. Fred VanVleet, finally, a big moment from him this season. 2 straight threes when we needed it most. Nothing but net on both. And the Raptors, when it looked bleak, back to a 3-point game. Fred VanVleet drops in the big buckets to make it a 9-point game. Wow. How about Fred betting on himself, responding after a not tremendous start from a shooting standpoint, but he's had a great game overall. He's 5 for 11 from the field. He's 4 for 8 from 3. This is a third straight highly productive game from Fred VanVleet. Maybe starting to take a little bit of a turn on his season. You can see how much he wants to win this game. You see it, man. You see the emotion. These guys are out here. They want to win the game. You see the emotion. You got to respect it. Happy for Fred as well. I felt the relief as he yells, "Let's go," after knocking those down, man. Excellent stuff there. Hit those shots, facilitate. Big time, man. This is it. This is where he's at his best. Knocking down the catch and shoot threes. Facilitating as well. He's got 7 assists, 6 rebounds. It was 2 threes in a row there for Fred. 103-94. Fred looking for the full court stop. And don't foul, Fred. Don't get too excited now. Good defense. Now Lillard. OG defending Lillard. Let's see how OG manages. Lillard. Tough shot. Wow. Dame just... Fuck, man. Damian Lillard makes it 7 again. Barnes gives it to OG. Pass to screen, but a foul against Barnes. Christ almighty, this whistle today. Fred does need to score a lot to have this team win. I don't think so. I think he can score like 15 to 20 a game, and this team can still win games. That's a bad call, by the way. That's not a moving screen. In fact, it's just a screen. Here's Lillard again. Raptors get the stop. Siakam gets the steal. Great defense. Fred to Trent. Going to the rim and a blocking foul. Gary Trent will head to the line here. Was it? My first reaction was it wasn't. Fred's not good enough to average 10 assists, with all due respect. Trent, free throws good. I'd like Fred to do a nice It's like 17-7. That'd be wonderful. 17 points, 18 maybe, 7 assists. That's a game. That's a game he's got. Trent misses the second free throw, so stays at 8 here. 104-96. Lillard, he's trying to take over this game, feeds Nurkic, and he's fouled as he's going for the layup. You know what? Good foul. Make him shoot his free throws. That's fine. One of you could have tried to draw the charge there, but forcing Nurk to take his shots to the line, not a bad decision. Fuck. Nurk at the line. First free throw is no good. Remains at 8 for the time being. Second free throw for Nurk is good. So 7-point game here. A big sequence of basketball coming up. Raptors, can they get it done in the clutch? They've been so good in fourth quarters from bad positions. So we'll see how they can handle a winning position for once. Siakam, one-on-one with Lillard. Kicks it out to Trent. Steps in for 2. Good look and got it. Gary Trent continues his positive game. Mid-range jumper is good. Simons defended by Fred. Now Lillard. Lillard has been the focal point of the offense, and he's blocked by Siakam. What a play by Pascal. Barnes to Siakam. Now Fred in the corner. This one is off the mark. Here come the Blazers the other way with Hart. Hart. Layup is good. That's tough. That's tough. They can't all go in. Efficient night from Fred. Somewhat efficient. VanVleet to Trent. Barnes with the screen. Gary steps back at the elbow. Loves that spot. And will pick up. Oh, he won't pick up. It was an offensive foul. Excuse me. So a turnover by the Raptors as Gary Trent kicks out. 106-99. 3:28 to go. Did Nurkic get sacked here or what? Maybe. Ooh, I think he did. That hurts, obviously. They're going to look for a flagrant here on Trent. Let's see. All right, let's see a replay here. So that would obviously be disaster if you get a flagrant. Raptors up 7, 3:28 to go. I'd love to see a replay of this. Here we go. So Trent fades back. I that's not a flagrant to me. To be honest, I'm not sure that's a foul. Nurkic steps into him. It seems like a pretty normal motion for shooting a fadeaway. Your leg comes up a bit. Like Dirk Nowitzki, there's a statue where that he's doing that. To be honest, that's a no call for me, but I can't see this being upgraded to a flagrant. And they've looked at this one pretty quick. That would suggest to me that this is not going to be a flagrant. We'll see. All right, I can see the reason for the offensive foul. That to me does not meet the criteria for flagrant, but I've seen some pretty crazy things from the officials today. So nothing is going to be ruled out here. They're taking a while actually to look at it now. It looked like it was going to be a quick decision, but it's not going to be. This is a long game, by the way. Usually streams are done 3 hours in, but we're 3 hours into today's stream, and 3:28 still to go in this game. Is Dame the most overrated player right now? No. What? No, Damian Lillard is not overrated. What the fuck? That's crazy, bro. All right. Not a flagrant. They're going to keep it offensive foul. It's what it is. 106-99. All right. Raptors in a game here. Can they get over the line? The team wants it. Regardless of you, if you want it as a fan, irrelevant. The team wants it. They want to win this game. They're out here to win this game, and they are in line to do that right now. If you're enjoying the commentary, enjoying the content, please drop a like on the stream to show your support. Let's try to get to 100 likes to today's stream. 184 people currently here. We can definitely hit that 100 like milestone today. And if you want to see more Raptors content just like this, streams and videos, subscribe to Amateur Hour Sports. Lillard, driving, kicking. Gary Trent with the steal. Slow it down. Let's look for the shot. Siakam, no, good lane here. Now take. Barnes kick out to OG. Bang! OG, oh my! Gets it up to a 10-point game. 109-99. What a feed by Scotty Barnes and an emphatic finish as OG drills the corner three. Simons blocked by Barnes. Nurkic cleans up the mess. Damn, that would have been nice. Back to 8 point, now at 8 points. Siakam got to get over half. Here we go. Raptors have over 12 threes, 12 or more, 12, I think they have 12 threes made now. I think that's the stat. OG feeds, nope, it's stolen by Nurkic. Here come the Blazers again with Grant. Tough shot, and he's fouled. He is going to head to the line. It took away an easy 2 for Hart, so force them to earn it at the line. This could make it a 6-point game. Dame ranked above, I don't think anybody ranked him above those guys. That's a weird statement. Good foul, good foul. Grant first free throw is no good. That will make it either 8 or 7 after the second free throw. Jeremy Grant fires in the second free throw. So 109-102. 2:15 to go in the game. VanVleet to Siakam. 2 minutes. Can the Raptors get over the line? Pass to screen. Siakam in mid-range. Doesn't go. OG almost gets the rebound, but Lillard has it. Now I feel nervous. Hart loses it. Barnes forward to Trent. Going up and misses the layup. Gary. Oh my God. What a chance. How's he missed? Simons to reply. Gets the layup to go. It's 5 now. Oh, Gary, it would have been fucking 9. Now it's 5. He was just so thrown off by Lillard coming behind him, but he's still got to score. Trent here misses at the rim again. Barnes, huge rebound. Raptors get an extra 14 seconds. Siakam going forward, and he's fouled. Siakam is going to head to the line here. All right, great job by Barnes on the glass. Great game overall by Scotty today, making the gritty plays along with piling up on the offense. And that earned us the extra opportunity. That will earn Siakam a chance to get this lead back up to 7. Now I feel nervous. So I guess I still want this team to win games, like when they're in this spot. Again, on season landscape, I'm okay if you lose. But for the guys out there fighting for wins, I'm also fine with that. Regardless of what you think the team should be doing, the players are on the court to try and win games. Siakam made it a 6-point game there. Second free throw coming up now. Could make it 3 possessions. It does. Siakam cashes in. Blazers looking to respond. They have the ball with Lillard. OG will pick him up. Lillard driving, Right to the rim. No good. Rebound. Oh, a foul. Man, I don't know about that. Let's see a replay. Barnes is upset. That could be OG's sixth foul, and it will be his sixth foul. That is a problem on defense. Who do you bring in here? Koloko, maybe? I mean, there's just no foul there. There's just no foul. Straight up, there's no foul. It's been a very unkind whistle all night. It's just straight up not a foul, but the challenge has already been used. This is why it's so stupid you don't get your challenge back, man. So they are going to go with Koloko. Well, 111-104. Lillard going to head to the line regardless. Raptors still in a position to win this game, up by 7. Can drop down to 5. Thank you to Frank Torres for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Appreciate that. You just subscribe yourself to a watch party like this for every Raptors game. You guys know I don't like to bicker about officiating as Lillard misses the first free throw. Officiating has to be really bad for me to bicker because I don't like putting stuff on officials. They've been pretty poor in the second half. Ball don't lie, baby. Lillard misses the first. Second one still drops. All right, 6-point game. Siakam to Barnes. Now Siakam. Hart picking him up full court. Doing a good job as well. Gonna look for some action. Give him a screen. There you go. Koloko there. This is great deals by Hart. Siakam has some freedom. Steps back in mid-range. Is short, but Koloko picks it up and puts it in. Back to 3 possessions. Koloko with a clutch bucket there. 113-105. Lillard. Still Lillard. And an offensive foul called against Nurkic. That should just about do it. Raptors up by 8. 37 seconds to go. With the ball. Siakam, that was tough. Air balls in mid-range, but Koloko is aware and finishes the job. That might be enough to put us over the line. And another foul called, I think. Raptors in the bonus. Going to head to the line here to ice this game. Already up by 8. Gary Trent will shoot free throws. Siakam's ISO is detrimental. He's only officially averaging 26 points per game this season. And moderately officially is 27 tonight. You guys are so fucked. This guy has 27 points on 8 for 19, and there's a problem. Gary Trent makes it a 10-point game. Timeout Portland. This one's over, man. I don't know why they're even bothering. This one should be done. A lot of good games from a lot of different Raptors players today. Trent, inefficient, but solid game. 19 points. Fred, nice game. 14, 7, and 6 night. 2 massive threes in the third quarter. Siakam, like I said, great game. And I think most importantly, bench actually comes through with a solid performance. Blazers only get 3 bench points tonight. Only 3 total bench points tonight. So Raptors finally play a bench that might actually be worse than their own, and they take full advantage here. That Siakam spin on Hart earlier was disgusting, man. Those Fred threes were nice. He needed those, man. I'm happy he got those. Siakam, 27 points. Another outstanding game on this outstanding season. And he's back to his best with this one. 12 likes away from 100. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, Please smash that like button. Portland to inbound. Can they mount a improbable comeback? Grant for three, air ball, rebound Trent. The Blazers looking for the turnover. They won't get it here. Barnes is fouled, so Raptors can add on to this lead. Barnes at the line. First free throw is good. 11 points. This should be done. Portland will probably chuck a three, but I don't think they will try to foul again, and that will end the game. Raptors are going to win this game, barring a miracle. Simons brings it over half court. Chucks the three. It doesn't go. They get the rebound, though. Lillard will chuck a three, and it won't go, and that will do it. Portland are not going to foul, and the Raptors win a game of basketball for the first time in 2023. Great performance all around. It had its bad spells of the game, but at the end of the day, it is a win regardless. Officiating wasn't great. There were some small pockets where shots were not falling, but this team is trying to win games. I'm supporting them. Guys out there had some moments, and the guys out there want to win this game, as I mentioned. Let's do our post-game show, everybody. Regardless of your opinion, if you want the Raptors to win or lose, the players are out there on the court doing everything they can to get a win, and get a win is exactly what they did today with some great individual performances and a really good bench performance today. Raptors beat the Blazers 117-105. Let's break it down for you in tonight's post-game show. So the Raptors, they do not have a win yet in 2023. 3 straight losses to start off the season, but a win tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers, and in impressive fashion. Lots of what I saw here tonight were the Raptors at their best. They got out to a hot start in the first quarter. Really, the first quarter, I felt like the Raptors, the way the offense was moving in the half court, the way the offense was flowing, it seemed to me like it was the Raptors at their best, moving the ball. Scotty Barnes being aggressive out of the gate from the jump. Just different today for Barnes, who in the previous 2 games got out to really slow starts where he just wasn't really getting himself involved offensively. Anything but that today. We'll go through the box score to kind of prove it in just a little bit of time here. But performance-wise, Raptors defense was engaged all night. Keeping this Blazers team to 105 is a pretty impressive feat. So love that for the Raptors. Defense was locked in. Offense was locked in. Individuals, the most important individuals in this team, had some good nights, put up the right stats. The bench actually outscored the opposition. Raptors got really good bench minutes. Portland may have an even worse bench than the Raptors as we saw from the game, and it all compounded, all clicking together for the Raptors to win 117-105 for that home crowd. Again, like I said in the intro, regardless of your opinion on what you want this team to do, maybe you feel like losses are more beneficial than wins. It is what it is, regardless of your thoughts. The team, the players, they're out there to win games. You see the energy out there. You see the crowd rallying behind this team when they go up in those late game situations. People still want to see wins. The players are being put out there with a game plan in place to get wins. That's the best assumption of the direction of this team at this given point in time before the front office makes a call on what they want to do with the season and what they want to do by the trade deadline. There's some really good moments here. Barnes has been struggling. Siakam has been struggling. They both had excellent games today. VanVleet, who has struggled to shoot the ball this season, especially in the clutch. Bam. Fred VanVleet, 2 back-to-back plays with catch-and-shoot threes that light up the crowd, light up the game. Those are the shots that against the Pacers he missed, kind of cost us the game. Today, VanVleet got those big buckets that gave the Raptors the cushion necessary to get over the line and win this game. Listen, you ask me, you want my opinion on the tank, whatever it is. I don't like specifically picking sides here, but I would agree that it's possible that losses are going to be more valuable than wins at this point for the Raptors. But with so many games left in the season, with the front office not really establishing what they want to do with this team, it's still fun to watch my team win a game of basketball. I'm comfortable with both sides of it. I'm comfortable looking at, maybe losses would be better. I'm also comfortable with the fact that with so many games left, this team is still going out there to win the game. So how did the individuals get this win? Siakam was back to his scintillating best, 27 points, 6 assists, 8 for 19 from the field, got to the line a ton in this game and made good for 9 for 11 from the line. Scottie Barnes, aggressive from the jump, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 for 12 from the field. More of this, Scottie Barnes, please. The engagement from him all throughout the game was excellent to see. We just need to see that a little bit more consistency. And I think it does boil down to the aggression of Scottie Barnes, really making these plays happen rather than having them come to him. People say that he's been more of a pass-first guy in the last little while. And though that has truth to it for sure, he can still be aggressive off the ball, getting to the rim, cutting to the rim. And that's what we were seeing today, aggressive on the glass, and was great on defense as were many other players. Gary Trent, inefficient, but got some big buckets when we needed it. Finishes with 19 points in this game. Hits 2 3-pointers along the way. Fred VanVleet, nice game. Maybe not the most efficient at 5 for 12, but padded the stats again. 14 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Wasn't really taking shots out of rhythm here. Was getting the catch and shoot looks and making passes, allowing for his teammates to thrive offensively because he saw good numbers from his teammates. This is the kind of night that is exactly what you want to see from Fred VanVleet. It's the third straight game where you get like a great night out of Fred. This one translates into a win. He doesn't always need to be the focal point of scoring for this team to win games, and a bit of recognition towards that today. I know Fred gets a lot of shit. Some of it's a bit much. Some of it's warranted, but you have to respect the fact that the last 3 games, Fred VanVleet has been playing at a good level for this Raptors team, and it's great to see him. Really loved the moment when he hit those 2 threes, and you saw the emotion coming out. Like, he knows he's been struggling. He knows he hasn't hit the big shots this season, but he did hit him today. You saw the emotion. He's fighting for this team. He wants to win games. Bench had some good minutes today. I thought Koloko was excellent in the first half. All through the game, Koloko was great. Just got himself into foul trouble, but in 13 minutes, he was a plus 20, which showcased, when this team has a rim protector operating at their best, like they did with Koloko today. It makes a massive difference, man. Plus 20. Nothing to scoff at there. A lot of points for a bench overall. Going to their bench, Shaedon Sharpe scored a 3, I think in the first quarter, and the rest of their bench did not score. They played huge minutes for their starters, who all had great games, especially Damian Lillard. It wasn't enough for the Trailblazers. Raptors bench locked in and got the job done. Overall, the Raptors, not the most efficient game from the field, 44, but it's nice to see the 3-pointers starting to come back a little bit. I think Fred makes a difference in that one. He shot 39% from 3 this season in this game, which was great to see. Blazers, Raptors had some good defense. They only shoot 30% from 3-point land. Free throws a bit in their favor. Officiating, I don't think it was great today, but it didn't stop the Raptors winning. You hit your shots, the officiating at the end of the day does not matter. Good job competing on the glass with the likes of Yusuf Nurkic hanging around. Turnovers probably made the biggest difference tonight. The Raptors scored 29 points off of 24 turnovers by the Blazers. The Raptors only commit 10 turnovers for 13 points by the Blazers. It's no secret. The best thing the Raptors do is get steals, force turnovers. That's what they did today. A lot of shot clock violations by Portland. A lot of just errant passes, but a lot of steals as well generated by the Raptors. They looked at their best today. The Raptors can consistently come up with performance like this. And this is sustainable. Nothing outrageous here, right? Like 44 from the field, 39 from 3. Like nothing is outrageous about any of the stat lines we got today. Just a high quality, solid amount of offense from a variety of sources. Sustainable levels on offense. The half-court offense looked best it's looked in a while. Defense, nothing was extraordinary about the defense today. This is the type of performance that the Raptors can put in consistently this season. It's just about all of the things coming together, which they have not done so consistently this season. Sometimes it's this guy playing well, but this guy stinks it up. Sometimes the offense plays well, the defense stinks it up. A lot came together today. That's what got the Raptors over the line. Good to see. Wonder it's sustainable. So, we're in an interesting stretch of games right now. Tough start to the year. I know. Tough record. You're 17-23. The team is still here to win games. And there's a great opportunity the next few games to get wins. Back-to-back games against the Hornets, both at home. Like, if this team wants to be serious at all, you got to beat the Hornets in both those games. Straight up. Hawks on a little bit of a tough season as well. That's a winnable game at home. Then you get the Knicks again. Yeah, tough game at MSG, but we've beaten them there already this season. Next 3 games, those are winnable games. I know if you win all 3, you're still only 20-23 on the season, but this team is still out there to win games. Like I said, I'm okay with both sides. I'm on okay, can we lose games, get better draft pick? Oh, that sounds good. I'm also this team is out there winning basketball games and to win basketball games. So as long as they're doing that, I'm supporting the guys out there on the court. Like I said, it's a bit of a on the fence sort of position. So I don't think you always need to be black and white on it. I don't think you need to be either completely for, completely against. I think you can reasonably sit in the neutrality, understanding both sides of a situation, keeping your head there. And that's my opinion on the tanking situation. Overall, look, fun little Sunday afternoon game. Raptors look really, really good here. They get the win. I'm happy. That was a fun win, and very much enjoyed the emotion there by Fred after hitting those clutch 3-pointers. 3 straight great games by VanVleet. Very nice to see. All right, guys, that will wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to smash that like button. It does go a long way to supporting the channel, helping us land up some more recommended pages. Really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Only takes you a second to do. And on top of that, please make sure you are subscribed to Amateur Hour for more Raptors content.